everybody. My hair's got a curly cue going on tonight. What is the deal? I never see myself until right when I go live, so bear with me. It looked pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't have fixed it. Let's send Foswit sub through here again. Foswit, I see that sneaky sub. Best 3 months. Love the stream. Thank you, dude. That's so nice.
3 months. Love the stream.
Love the stream. Thank you, Foswit. That's incredible. Who else is here? Oh, man, I got an itchy nose tonight. I can tell it's going to be one of those itchy nose nights. Ah, they're the worst. Ah. It usually means I need to trim the top of my mustache hairs. Like, there's a couple hairs right there that always cause a little bit of a problem. I'll have to just persevere, though, the struggles of that streamer life. Hey, Alex, some dogs, Mr. QX, Transinator, No Sam, good evening, right back at ya. Huggernaut, Andrea, Nightshade, Metters, Hearthstone, GM, Xenoflamer, Butterscotch, Calmasser, Faroon, who else? Pie Monster, New Ice, Canthel is rocking the Regis K wisdom emotes. Did you see my video, my theory crafting, my WoW Legends? I needed your help. I had to get you to okay it before I could go forward with it. I don't actually think it's real, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun. Have you considered playing Magic the Gathering Arena? Man, the most common question of the year, I think. I have played it. Just off stream. Didn't like it a lot. Not the game's fault. Just not my kind of thing. It was fine. It seemed awesome. Seemed good. Just, I just couldn't commit to another game. That wasn't the one. I didn't see myself, spending a lot of time playing it. It was kind of hard to get into and relearn. It wasn't a super easy transition, and it has, years and years and years of history, which kind of turned me away in a way. That's good for the game. It's great for Magic, but just it's a intimidating thing to jump into and feel like you want to be an expert and stuff. I like newer games that have a chance for me to keep up and catch up, so I'm not feeling like I'm constantly behind and don't understand mechanics. So Magic just didn't line up for me. Again, looks great. People seem to enjoy it, but that's it. Metters dropping 11 months. Welcome back, Metters. Appreciate that. That's awesome. 12 months is almost here. Hey, Leela Fox Nation. Hey, Bugzador. Hey, Dragarn. It's the guy from BattleNet. I know, it's so insane. It's absolutely mind-boggling. My Hearthstone's running a little wonky tonight. What's the deal here? Let me exit some stuff. I don't really have that much running, though. Weird. We'll see. Of course, Kelsathon 2 is awfully good. Let's get Hearthstone Deck Tracker up, and then we'll go from there. Here we go. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Boom. Job done. Yeah, Regis fight's great. He's got some Cinderstorm stuff happening, but we have life gain in this deck. We have the board, sort of, barely. We don't really have any great plays at the moment. Spiteful Summoner coming hopefully soon, maybe. How's your vacation? It's good. I've been back a while, but we had fun. It's a good time. Very enjoyable. Gives me the ramp, but I don't really have a punish. I guess we'll have to Druid of the Scythe to clear that. That's something that we really can't afford to leave up. So...
Gotta start early.
Gotta start early? I don't know who that was, but hello and thank you. Who was that? It was No Sam dropping the 177 bits. Thank you, No Sam. We also have the gifted sub from New Ice to Adengul. That's awfully cool. Thanks, New Ice. Congrats, Adengul. You guys are awesome. Kicking off the stream quick. It's amazing. Already 177 bits and a handful of subs, guys. Thanks. Frost bolting my face. That's not so bad. Druid of the Scythe loses, unfortunately, its buff, but I think getting some stats on board here is pretty good. Do we want to coin? If I coin now, I cannot coin the Grand Archivist, but I don't really need to because... Is this also going to lose the stats? Or how does this... Oh, no, it plays... Oh, cool. It does not have to choose one. It plays the minion you choose. Oh, okay, cool. Lose the coin, but that's okay, because we're going to Fungal Mancer Hero Power probably anyway. These are very likely to survive. Oh, don't we have weapon removal? We don't have weapon removal in this deck? How does that happen? What? What? That's okay. We have a very, very large board. Hero Power worth more than Glacial Shard. I'm not convinced it is. Not that the freeze is very valuable, but damage on board is really valuable because we have the Leroy in hand. And we can get 5 armor next turn via Archivist anyway. And we're already at 22. And he's already used Cinderstorm and a Frostbolt. So I think counter pressure and trying to kill him is going to be more important than the alternative. Like, what do we have? 9, 11, 14, 15, 22 damage if all this stuff lives. And I think there's a decent chance a lot of it lives. So we might just be able to kill him next turn. 23, actually, I think, with hero power. So we can even afford to lose a minion or two. I'll check out that custom card here in a minute. Prussia, let me get started. I can confirm MTG Arena is a great game, but only for Magic players, not the best for new people. That's exactly how I felt. This is indeed Spiteful Druid. I think Ziliax is always good, but it's also handy in a lot of other decks. I'd say a safe craft. I agree. I didn't see the question, but I think Ziliax is a good card to craft. He ranked near the top of my best legendary cards to craft video recently. Good thing you came online, man, says Ted Cruz. I'm 8 games in a row in the hole. My computer wouldn't make it through the day if I kept playing. I'm sorry, dude. That's tough. That always sucks. Hey, Mr. British Dinosaur. Hey, Some Dogs. Hey, Emoji Maker. Hey, Geo. Hey, Trowfaz Wizard. Adengul says, thanks, man. Yeah, you guys are cute. That's nice. Frost Nova, really? Oh, my God. Frost Nova's so insane. All right. This better hit the 4-3, right? Like... This better hit the 4-3. If it does, it's going to be incredible, but it's very unlikely. But a shooting star becomes problematic with a couple of these if we're not careful. It's okay. At least it didn't kill a minion. That's still good. He only has 1 shooting star, so I don't think anything too insane is going to happen. We probably still have a lethal setup next turn. I mean, I added 9 damage to the board. We still have a ridiculous amount. Yes, he has a full hand, but how does that really help you in the end of the day? At the end of the day, now counter spells are bad. If I'm looking for a push with this, but with Leroy, we should have enough damage. I mean, how do you even start? That looks like a shooting star for 3 over here. Maybe trade into this. That leaves me with 8, 13, 15, 22, 23 again. It's plenty. So he needs some miracles here. He can Frostbolt and maybe hit some lucky Cinderstorms and. Like, if he kills the 3-1, that's more oh my god, he sniped both of the small dudes. Wow. At least he didn't put this down to 4. That could matter. If he sniped this one, too. Okay, that's actually really good arcane missiles. That one whiffed pretty hard. The other good thing is all of his damage is going in my minions. Nothing actually hitting my face. That's a good thing. But he does have... enough to stay alive, right? I only have 18 damage right now. Oh my god, the value on this anomaly is through the roof. Oh my gosh. I think we just reload and go face, right? Again, same story, just make him have answers, and make him kill me. We're set up beautifully. Incredible reload, just added a ridiculous amount of stats to the board. Oh look, it's the guy from Battle.net. Hey Bryden, thanks. Watching the Patriots and Colts game. Based on context clues, I think that's supposed to say Patriots. The Parrots sounds like a different team, though. But that's exciting wondering game. I'm not a big football guy myself, but I catch a game from time to time. I know you'd been back for a bit, but I've been busy and have missed the streams. Oh, no worries. I was just saying, like, I've been back well. Not correcting you so much as just, you know, I haven't thought about vacation much lately, but it was good. It was fun. Alana sucks in my opinion. Why do people use it? You just fatigue so fast. Because with a deck like this, it doesn't really matter if you fatigue, because you're going to lose the long game anyway. A deck like this goal is just to kill you really quickly. I mean, normally this game's not playing out because we've had such a big board and he's been trying to stay alive. But traditionally the goal is just go face super hard, try to kill your opponent, and you need resources to do that. You need to find your damage. Alaneth helps you find that. Because if the game goes for 4 or 5 turns extra by the time you play Alaneth, you're going to lose anyway, because your opponent will have stabilized, they'll counter pressure you to death. So you're just looking for answers, just looking for resources. Leroy is going to die to an explosive rune, so we have to play something else first. But, well, actually, unless this is a ice barrier, or maybe vaporize, we're probably fine anyway. It is actually an ice barrier. I think we have it anyway, right? As long as I play a non-Leroy minion first, we should be fine. That leaves me enough space on board, and Leroy should seal the deal. Cool. No, it could have been a mistake there if you didn't play this in the right order. Could have played Crypt Lord too, but no need. Cool, good win. That was a fun one. Hey, Titan TVA, how's it going? You mean Aggro Druid, right? Sure. This feels like Aggro Druid. Frost Nova used to be 2 mana. That was actually before I even played the game. I don't remember that, but it's crazy. Mage had a lot of stuff. Pyroblast was 8 mana. Well, Fireball used to be 5 mana, I guess. It's actually got buffed a little bit. So I traded Kangor's army for Katharina, and I splurged on Crush. I've been 9-0 today. This deck is so degenerate. Hey, Azrael, I remember you asking last night about it. I'm glad the advice worked, dude. I'm glad you're rocking out on ladder. That's amazing. You know, Deck Tracker has a part that counts the damage you have on board. I do. People ask me all the time to turn it on, but I don't want to. I think it's visually annoying, and it takes quite a bit of fun out of it, honestly. Like, yes, the Deck Tracker helps. Obviously. Oh, my word. What is happening? Whoa! 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 You trying to catch up with chat, and Zodhawk drops a 5,000 freaking bit bomb, rocking the Finja Flying Star. Oh my god, one of the coolest bit chat emotes in Twitch. There's a lot of words there to get in a sentence. Well, cheer mode. That's what I'm looking for. Cheer mode. I got it. Minor stroke there, but one of the best cheer modes on Twitch as far as I'm concerned. Zonehawk dropping 5,000 bits, dude. What a bomb. Thank you, Zonehawk. Matching Mr. Brad Spacely on the week. Good to see you, dude. How is the streaming life treating you, Zonehawk? Everything I've seen, it seems to be going exceedingly well. Seems like people are enjoying it. Every time I hear about a Zonehawk stream, somebody's having a great night or a good time or something. I said chit with a CH. Chit. Let's be very clear. It was a chit. It was a bit and cheer stuck together. A chit. You just took me. You surprised me so much. You know, you caught me off guard. You got me all a fluster. The 5,000 bit bomb. I can't even think straight. You've revealed the dark side of Regis. Hey, where's Beef? Good to see you, buddy. Lore Walker Cho, kind of grats Spy Monster, grats the legendary. Sorry it wasn't a better one. I still got a little bit of a grudge against Cho myself. Regis children are watching. That's why I said chit. Streaming is doing good, my man. Nice, good to hear. That's what I figured. Am we getting intentionally roped here? Or you think our guys just AFK? Let's see. Is Coin Greedy Sprite worth it? Getting it out of turn sooner? Also, you know, Coin Crypt Lord doesn't feel bad because you get this thing moving soon. I think we'll play a Greedy Sprite though. The ramp is pretty handy. Not that we need it next turn, but 5 could matter. 4 could theoretically matter by the time we get there. If it dies. I don't think it'll die. I think he's AFK, so. I'm not sure it actually matters at all. If he is AFK, this allows me to kill him faster. Nope, maybe we're getting intentionally roped. I don't know. Definitely gonna trade this in though. Don't care the fact that it's losing some attack value. Totally worth just to get the ramp moving. Well, that said, I could ramp next turn. I don't have anything to do on 5. Yeah, never mind. We'll go face. We'll try to trade it into something better. Also, what's the Novice Engineer Hunter deck? I don't know this. I don't know this deck. I don't know this deck. Hunter's Mark, okay. Punished a little maybe for no trade. That's alright. Devil's Roar Egg, we can clear here if we want. Just probably shard it. That said, he does have a cube potentially incoming. Could wait, but I don't want him to get extra value out of this. That always is the worst feeling. Could almost kill it with the Druid of the Scythe, but no need, I don't think. Still haven't gotten my ramp, though. Kind of sad, because next turn I have to trade this in, because we want to get to 7 the turn after as soon as possible. Because we have the Floop, too, so this is going to be an insane 7 and 8 turn. Zonok again, 5,000 freaking bits. Big time bomb. We're done for the night. We don't need any more bits, guys. That's it. That's all. Turn off the bits. That's plenty. Zonok carrying a lot of weight there. And now all I have left for family-friendly content is Trump. There's a few streamers out there who are family-friendly, thankfully. I think it's picking up as a trend a little bit more. Even Ninja himself being a little bit of a trendsetter there as far as, you know, came after some of us. But, you know, it's becoming more and more common. It was so weird to me when I first started watching Twitch just how much everybody cussed. It just didn't feel like the sort of environment I expected it to, I guess. We buff this since it's going to stick around a lot longer. Probably so. Again, we do buff this because I want to trade this guy in for sure. Always. Always. This is going to be a nightmare to kill though, right? And now we have Spiteful on 7, Floop on 8, Floop plus something on 8. presumably. He's gonna have to commit to killing this board a little bit. Novice Engineer, still a weird inclusion here. What happened to the custom card video? Still coming, Mage. I'm trying my best. You guys act like I just don't want to make videos. Yeah, I want to make videos. I want to make things. I want to have things for you guys to view. The whole point is for me to make more stuff. Believe me, I like the custom card videos are some of my favorite ones to make. They're very well received. Like across the board, I want to make custom card videos. You don't have to remind me. It's fine to ask. I'm not criticizing you for asking. That's okay. You can ask as many times as you want.
No more
That's fine.
bits. Try and stop me.
Kelmaster, that was not a challenge. But thank you for the 100 bits, man. You've been awfully kind lately. You've been those Zone Hawk Zone Hawk kinds. I'm having some trouble tonight. Zone Hawk kinds of kindness. That's close to what I wanted to say. That's close. But thank you, Calmaster, for the 100 bits, man. And anyway, I love making the custom card videos. They're coming. I promise they are.
Zone Hawk kinds of kind.
There it is. Yeah, you nailed it. You got it. Oh man, is this worth? Hold up, Zone Hawk 5. I don't even another that's now 10,000 bits already. Zone Hawk, thank you for the 5,000 bits, man. How close are you getting to the next badge? You got to be there. Like, I can't see. I don't. You're on the red badge. I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't. You may not be that close, but. It's insane. Thank you for the 5,000 bits, Zone Hawk, dude. Another Finja, my favorite cheer mode to see ever. It looks so good. My cheer mode animator did the best job in the world. She's fantastic. And like immediately after she finished my cheer modes, I saw she was making cheer modes for like incredibly popular streamers. Like some of the people that hang out with Disguised Toast and stuff. It's like insane. So he just has Spider Bomb there. That's really not that scary, right? But I think still, ultimately, we can wait on the Summoner. We have a really, really good board, even without it. So, I think this is fine. I mean, right, like, we can play the Spiteful on 8 and play the Scythe. Because really, it's our turn 7 anyway, if you think about it. Like, we ramped a little bit. Not to mention, we just have a ton of... We might just be dead with Leroy. Yeah, we have Leroy. Like, let's just go for the kill. Who needs Spiteful when you have Leroy? Jeez. 5,000 bits again, Zone Hawk. Taking the top spot on the week. Getting into those red numbers. You know it's the real deal when it gets to the red numbers. That's always insanity. Yeah, so this is just going to be lethal. Okay. Whoa, somebody on my friends list just opened a golden Alexstrasza. Congratulations, Internet Stranger. That's amazing. I didn't see the name. But that's sick. Way to go. Love giving out the chits. Zone Hawk, the all-time chit leader here on the stream. The all-time chit leader. Oh my god, dude. This is now a thing, isn't it? I need a chit emote. Speaking of that, guys, spam your Blingtrons in chat for Zone Hawk. I don't know why it's taking so long. I haven't seen a single Blingtron. He's dropped 10,000 bits. The madman needs some Blingtrons. I want to see some... That's the new chit emote. There it is. Let's just rename it Regis K. Chit. Gotta be very careful about the pronunciation here. I made a big mage deck. I think it's pretty cool. Any opinions? Yeah, I'll check it out here in a second. Yeah, mate. No, mate. No worries, dude. I know it's fine to ask. I didn't mean to make it sound like you shouldn't ask. Just that I feel like I answered a lot, but it's it's just I want to do it. Like it's coming. It's coming. Something did come up. I had to work in the morning and had work calls in the afternoon. Like I'm technically part-time, but I'm still kind of flex time a little bit. Like if something comes up, emergency, like that just has to get done, I still need to do it. Aha. So I just kind of like I'll be able to take some time off early tomorrow to make up for that. But it was the same thing Wednesday too. It's been a kind of crazy week for me, but and I did make a video today.
757,923 more to go.
Whoa! How many years is that, Scratchatron? I can't do that math. Somebody divide that by 12 and tell me how many years that is. I need to know how many years that is. Okay, so we got an odd rogue here. Unfortunately, not a great curve so far, and double infestation, of course, is just terrible. Now that said, we can answer a Hinge Clan Thug with the Steward of the Scythe, which is handy. If he doesn't do that, we can play a Crypt Lord. This probably has to get killed by Steward of the Scythe, right? Alternatively, we could play Crypt Lord and freeze it. This has then 7 health. He has 3 on board. Even a deadly poison would not. I think I like this a little bit better. Doesn't necessarily give me the best turn 4, because I may not really get much value out of my Druid of the Scythe. But I will have that Glacial Shard on board to attack to kill the 3/3 as well. So this is kind of sneaky, because it allows me to get the clipboard buffed a little sooner, I think. 63,000 years. I intend to live that long, yes, with medical advancements. That's it, for sure. Totally forgot I had to hit the resub button. No worries, Scratchtron. Thanks for the 2 months, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, it's the tier 2 sub, too. Oh, my God. That's even more incredible. Thank you, Scratchatron, dude. That's fantastic. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, about the... Oh, yeah. And I did make a video today for YouTube. The difference is that video took me about 12 minutes from top to bottom, recording and editing, whereas the custom card video takes like an hour and a half. So even though it might be like, oh, Regis, you made a video. It's like, well, I did, yes, technically, but it's not that simple of an equation, right? Like, it's a little more complex than that. So, still just bear with me. But it's coming, I promise. I want to do it as fast as I can. And I want to get to a faster schedule regularly, too, but we'll see. It's a lot of years, that's all I know. Augmented Regis can live that long. You're right. Much like the augmented Elic, we have augmented Regis. Oh, didn't actually mean to hit that button. I was just showing you guys the Prince Skeliseth. I guess that's all I had anyway, though, so never mind. That's fine. And I do think this is a pretty cool play for 4 mana. We're not that behind on board. We have plenty of life. Ultimate Infestation is going to help us gain some life, too. So, yeah, 3/4 Skeliseth feels fine. These are a little spooky due to... Little spooky due to Fungalmancers, definitely. Because I am falling behind on board, but double Serenite is going to come eventually, or at least 1 Serenite, and hopefully some buffed dudes help us swing, like a big mind control attack. Crypt Lord is going to be buffed out of his mind. He's going to be 3/8. It's going to be insane. I need some mind control attacks. Mind control attack would be the best draw in the game right now. Or maybe Crypt Lord would be fine too. Any of the cheap 3-mana cards would be good. Because I want to be able to flex into a 3-mana card. Not exactly what I meant, but frankly a 5/3 for 3 mana still feels pretty good. Takes a lot of trades. As long as I can get to Ultimate Infestation and kill something medium-sized, I think we got a good shot here. Now that said, Malfurion would be handy as well. I don't think Grand Archivist or Spiteful Summoner are very good, because we got both of these, but everything else is fine, except maybe Leroy. Don't really need Fungalmancers. MCT would be ideal. Crypt Lord would be ideal. That's a big dude. It's a big... That is an insane turn. Oh my god. Wow. That is a ridiculously good turn. I need Mind Control Tech bad. 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 2 of them. I need... Somehow give me 2 of them. Leroy is one of the few dead draws that we have. I think this is game. I don't think we swing hard enough here ever, right? We're probably just dead to board. 2, 1, 2. We have 9... I think technically he only has 11, if I counted right, but we're still not at 10 mana yet, so. That 6/6 was just way too good. I will look at some cards here. Yeah, guys, let's see. Toldir Master Wizard, 5 mana 3/5. When you cast a spell that costs 5 or less, cast it again. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Might be kind of OP with some like low-cost spells like Arcane Missiles with a, well, I guess it doesn't really ever like infinitely chain. It just kind of doubles. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that, alright. It's good, neat idea. As far as, like, competitiveness, I'm not sure it's the best ever, but... Oh, I guess he had exactly though. Did I miscount? Oh, nope, Southsea Deckhand was there. Got it. Somebody else sent me a Dragon Mage list with Wormguard and Marin the Fox. Looks kind of slow, but... I don't know.
Hey, 3-month lol.
Toxicologist Alaneth. Seems like there's a lot of stuff there that's more for fun than it is strictly competitiveness. It's like slightly inefficient, but I haven't played the list, so I can't really say. Herald of Rage, another custom card, 5 mana 1/5 for Druid. Minions mana costs are equal to their health when it's on board. Probably something insanely overpowered there, like Leroy's and I don't know, just anything crazy. But I like the idea a lot. That's a neat effect. As far as what's balanced, I don't know, I can't really say. I'd have to spend a lot of time thinking about it, but it's a neat idea for sure. And Arcanican dropping the 3-month resub. Welcome back. Hey, 3 months. That's incredible. You guys have been amazing tonight. We've had 10,000 freaking bits from Zonehawk, a total of 10,277 total. We've had 20 follows already almost. That's ridiculous. And I don't know, 7, 8, 9 subs already. It never keeps up with the count, but absolutely nuts. Gonna go play this monstrosity now. Let's see, Spiteful Baku. Oh my. It seems like you're gonna give up a lot of curve in a Spiteful deck, which is risky. I think we tried something similar to this though. Didn't we already make an odd Spiteful Mage at one point? No, because... No, I don't think Luna's Pocket Galaxy and Flame Strike are enough. We started down this path or something, and then we kind of backed off of it. I don't remember exactly how it went. We tried something similar to this. I think we changed it more to just like a Pocket Galaxy Mage, but it is a monstrosity. I'm curious to hear how it goes. I really want to hear how it goes. 2 mana Leroy, 3 mana Faceless. Oh, you're right. Like already, that's 2 kind of insane options there for that card. But you know, you have to spend 5 mana on that thing, so it would still only be a 10 mana combo total, which you can already do with Leroy Faceless. In a single turn, that is, but it adds the 3rd card. So in a way, that's worse. Of course, if you keep it on board alive, it gets silly, but that's probably less problematic. Callum, hey man, how's it going? Mr. British Dinosaur says, I made that Dragon Mage deck because I got Deathwing from the new Welcome Bundle and wanted to put him in a deck. Well, how's it been going? Have the results been good? I feel like you're going to find turns where your hand has got a bunch of awkward stuff and you don't really have anything to do. Like, you've either got expensive cards or stuff like Toxicologist that's just, like, not helping you win. That's going to be my guess, but you never know. I'm trying to watch Detroit hockey. Detroit or Detroit? I never know. Detroit or Detroit? I don't know. It'd be like if someone said Louisville versus Louisville. You know they're from Louisville if they say Louisville. I mean, if they say Louisville. Somebody not from Louisville would say Louisville. It'd sound weird. Louisville. But a real Louisvillian would say Louisville. So, how is it Detroit or Detroit? Where does the emphasis land? Somebody tell me who's from there. Scratchatron, I'll check that out. Any chance to get free Hearthstone packs? I don't know what that means, Zabilla. Not here. Well, technically, if you follow my Discord, people have been giving out free packs lately. Just like crazy. Free packs to the left, free packs to the right. So it is possible, I guess, just not particularly likely at any given point. But definitely possible. Nah, it's not a good roll in the taunt. Would have vastly preferred the higher health boy or the Kel'Thuzad that could hang around at least, maybe. Taunt kind of whiffs, though. The Mechs Who Stare at Goats. Okay, yeah, that's good. I don't know how famous that movie is, but I knew what you meant, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Are we gonna do more movie stream titles? Tonight's not really a movie title, but it's a movie reference at least. For whatever that counts for. Lightning Storm, oh boy. At least they didn't roll spell damage, that's kind of lucky for me. They almost always get spell damage, I feel like. Hit 2, hit 2, hit 2. Oh, wow. Insane turn. I mean, that's probably game, right? Like, how do I come back from that? It seems like it's going to be almost impossible to. It's just too much stuff played. Malfurion's not really going to help much. It seems like it's going to be hard to rebuild a board. Maybe Tyrantus is one path to victory, because that's pretty good against Hex. But that is just a bonkers turn. Did he even coin it? How did he have mana? Oh, no, it was a 0 mana Storm Surge. Okay. That explains it. I was like, how did he get mana for that? What? Welcome. Storm Surge at 0 mana. That's how. 4 Regis streams in a row, says Big T. Nice, dude. Welcome back. That's awesome. Southern Kodiak dropping the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, dude. Nobody told me how to say Detroit yet. Detroit? Detroit. 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 Guys, I don't know. I like this better, actually. This lets me use my hero power in a little bit more advantageous fashion. Pretty risky against Volcano, I guess, but sort of everything we have is going to be risky against Volcano. It's just very good at dealing with the board. Let's see, we have 8, 10, 11 health on board, so it is good Volcano for him. We probably reload with Malfurion in the case that he plays it, or Spiteful if we get it. Maybe if we got a good 4-drop, Floop would allow me to play quite a bit of stats. So if we got Floop, I'd probably play Chain Gang Floop and then try to hit the Fungalmancer the turn after. He is down to 21, so if this board sticks and we can get a Fungalmancer, I'm gonna have a lot of power on board. This is gonna be like, what, 12 plus 6 is 18. It'd be very close to lethal. We'd have 19 damage, so we're getting close. Detroit. Detroit. I just loaned the pronunciation from the Journey song. Trying to think of how it's pronounced in the Journey song. I don't even know which Journey song we're talking about, to be honest. Detroit. Detroit. I'm from Michigan, that's how we say it. You guys aren't helping me a ton. I feel like we're still kind of in the middle here. So if I play this, actually this might be better, right? This might be pretty good. Buff these up. We have 3, 5, 4 is 8, 12, 14, 15 only. It's exactly 15 if I do this. Maybe I buff these here, try to hide behind the taunt to protect against a volcano. Although we're fairly confident there's no volcano, right? I mean, there can't be. There just can't be. Because if there's a volcano, why didn't he use it already, right? I'm gonna do that to kind of hedge against volcano anyway. I know it's not great against the 4-4, and we could have killed the 4-4, but as it stands right now, he can't take additional stats off the board with this. Like, he can't trade this in and kill it. Like, he can trade it into the 3-2, but it stays around at 1 health, which helps me against volcano a little bit, right? Because I have 8, 11, 12. He trades here, 13 plus 4 is 17. I'm very close to killing him, particularly with Malfurion Hero powers, so I want to make sure everything sticks if I can. But we'll see. Oh, Don't Stop Believing, born and raised in South Detroit. Even then, I can't really hear the pronunciation specifics, I don't feel like. Southern Kodiak says, hey, Regis, first time sub, long time watcher, love your content, keep it up. Thank you, dude, that's awfully nice. You're too young to know Journey songs? Not really, I mean, I know of Journey, and I know Don't Stop Believing, but it's true that I don't know the band super well. But that's the case with all music. I just don't know music that well in general. Can you bless my 1 pack? Sure thing, Butterscotch. Your pack has hereby been blessed. Good timing, B-Smalls, dude. That was like an epic moment I was building up to, this crescendo of blessings, and you dropped the sub at the exact...
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya?
HS Anus. I saw you follow earlier tonight, and I got a kick out of your name. Here you are dropping the sub. Thank you, HS Anus. And that is the only way your name is pronounced. I'm confident of that. HS Anus. And B Smalls, thanks for the Twitch Prime subs, folks. Let's drop a sub train and a bit train for Zonehawk earlier, too. We don't want to forget Zonehawk's big bit contributions. 10,000 freaking bits is crazy. I think we've already had like 12 subs, too, guys. Crazy. Why Mindbreaker? I don't know. This list is off of HS Replays, the highest win rate Spiteful Druid list. We made 1 tweak to it, which is we took out a Tark Reaper and added a Floop. But beyond that, every card is identical. So somebody out there liked Mindbreaker and it was winning games. That's really the only reason. You don't find Chuck Nourish finds you. You don't ramp Chuck Nourish ramps you. For those of you who don't know, we played an opponent called Chuck Nourish yesterday, which I thought was probably the greatest name in the history of Hearthstone. Much better than Regis Gilbin. Do a face reveal? I don't want you guys to see my real face. No. Don't look at me. Or is this it? Am I secretly... Oh, whoa. Whoa, why am I so far over on this one? Whoa. Am I secretly Gul'dan? We'll never know. I gotta move that over. I gotta fix my stream stuff. I kind of let some things slide. Trying to get things organized, and now it's all backfiring. Nice to meet you indeed, sir. We're dead, guys. We are unbelievably bad opening hand. No defensive cards. He fireballed our Crypt Lord of all things. Like, we're just in a weird spot. He's gonna ping this very easily, or Arcane Missiles, or Cinderstorm, whatever. You know, he's got 8 million things that handle this very well. I still don't have an answer to these things. They're just hitting me a ton for free. Serenite Chain Gang, I mean... It's probably an explosive rune, so it doesn't really matter. If I play Serenite, just dies anyway. Same could be said for the Spellbreaker, but like I said, we're falling very, very quickly behind. I got you, Regis. Thanks, B-Smalls, dude. I wish I knew less about Journey, says Enrives. Thanks to the sub-trade spam, boys and gals. I'm so glad my son never got into Thomas the Tank Engine. Me too. It'd be weird because I don't have a son. Can you bless my debit card after the great catastrophe of 200 bags? I don't think Broad can go that far. I don't think it'll work. Have you done any Asmodite Priest / Resurrect Priest, regardless, love the Druid? No, not really. We've played a lot against it a lot. I like the deck. It's a cool deck for sure, but I haven't tried in a while. Many, even weeks ago, Cora was here trying to get us to play some of that, and we just never did. I mean, technically, I think Serenite's a little bit of a smarter play, but we got to do. Well, I don't know. We're just gonna end this game, frankly. I'm just gonna go try to lose the game. My goal right now is just to go lose the game as quickly as I can. Don't have a good turn 6. If we could hit Malfurion next turn, we might have had a shot. I just don't think Chain Gang is going to give me the time to stabilize, unless for some weird reason he trades and doesn't have lethal here, but pretty good chance I think he just goes face for 6. He only needs 7 additional damage. That looks like a Shooting Star. Insane card with Cosmic Anomaly. So good. Completely revitalized this deck in my mind. So powerful. Insanely good. Unbelievable card. Sort of surprised he didn't have a lethal set up, but that has to be Counterspell or I'm dead. I think I'm dead anyway, probably. I might have been alive, technically. But yeah, like I said, we're in trouble. Regis, is Neil Patrick Harris what you guys are talking about? I don't like talking about my friend Neil too much. I mean, you know, he is a celebrity, so he kind of gets weird when you talk about him on stream too often. I don't remember exactly what I was talking about or what you mean, but let's not talk about Neil too much. He gets a little antsy. He's in the limelight a lot, you know? Living that celebrity life.
Make some room by the
We gotta be careful.
What's going on, Regis? Hope you're doing good.
Hey, Big Daddy Slim Tim! Thank you for the 2-month resub, dude. Welcome back. I am doing pretty good. Having a good stream tonight. Not winning a lot of games just yet, but getting some quests done, learning this deck inside and out. And I think this might be the deck we climb with. I like that it's not evil druid. It's like, it's a druid that's not... It's less evil, probably still a little evil because it's druid, but it doesn't have any of the crazy offensive cards to me, like Branching Paths or Nourish or Ramp, right? It's doing something unique and different, and I don't ever get to play druid because I don't typically play the most oppressive of decks, so it's feeling pretty good so far to play this. I don't feel like I'm evil. Do you guys feel like I'm evil? Frankly, I don't think anybody's evil for playing a good deck. Like, if they want to play a good deck, more power to them, but I do tend to veer towards a little bit more obscure stuff. Wait, it dies? Does that mean it summons a copy of a 0 health Chain Gang? I honestly don't know. I think it still summons the other 2/3 Chain Gang, but it's just you only get 1 minion. It basically it would have been worth a 3 health to a 2/3, but this was also worth 2 damage on board because we could silence the Mana Worm and maybe even more damage on board. So my thought was the Spellbreaker first probably actually reduces the damage output more than playing a Chain Gang into an Explosive Runes, that is, with that Mana Worm silence on board. Hey, Fluffy, dude, good to see you. The Hopper got it, the dude abides, indeed. I will check out that card, Xenoflamer, in a minute here. I got 3 or 4 loaded up. My daughter loves all the Power Rangers. I don't know the context for that, but I am a big Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles fan as well. That's what I grew up with. I love it. Tempo Mage is so disgusting. I kind of agree. It's not too hard to beat, but it's when it wins and when it rolls, it feels really bad to lose to. Loading up some more custom cards here. What's disgusting is 50 Armor Druids and Infinite Board Refill. I kind of agree with that. That's the more evil aspect to me. Arcanican says, if you play top ranked deck in casual, yes, you are evil. Well, we have a firm stance, guys. We know for sure. That's the marker. That's how you determine if you're evil or not. No 3-drops. Man, I might regret taking that Target out. We've been hitting a lot of weird 5-drops today so far. I feel like this deck could use a just ever so slightly lower curve. I mean, just minimally lower curve. Okay, so we can actually spell break that next turn and make a kind of interesting play, right? Assuming some of this stuff actually survives. I don't think he'll want to trade these in. but he's not yet on level up either. I need to kill some of these before level up hits, and unfortunately I think I'm only going to be able to kill 2. He could potentially summon even more, so I'm a little spooked here. A little bit spooked. This could go bad. Big Daddy Slim Tim says, been bouncing back and forth between my Pogo Rogue, pun intended, oh my god, get out. No, that's actually pretty good. And my Spell Hunter trying to climb. Did manage to get down to 14 last month. Best month yet. Nice, dude. Pogo Rogue must be a challenging and fun deck to play on ladder. That's pretty exciting. Why does Odd Paladin always have Lost in the Jungle on turn 1? I don't know. Some decks just do that. They just have the stuff you hate them to have at exactly the right moments. I've never understood it, but the consistency is always there. It's just a fact of life. Now, see, this is 12 damage on board, unfortunately, with level up. So even though we killed 2, if he does have the punish here, we fell too far behind. The lack of a swipe certainly hurts this deck a lot. And there it is. So, yeah, again, unfortunately, 2 health is just a mountain against my deck. 2 health is... can't deal with it at all. Just terrible against it. Could silence 1, I guess, and get a 3-4 on board. Alternatively, I think just stalling with a bunch of chain gangs over the next 2 turns is probably a little better. This could be, remember, a 3-4 chain gang next turn. It's pretty good. These do technically eat 1 of the Silverhand recruits. The other's alive at 1 health, so a hero power could kill that one. He's got a 3-2 and a 1-4, and whatever he plays this turn that we can't quite contest, that has to line up. Depending on the board state, we could go for the other chain gang as well. If it looks like it's going to trade well. We'll have to think about it and see. That's pretty slow. I don't mind that so much. How do you deal with tilt/emotional distress caused by this game? I don't know. I think I'm not as subjected to it as the average Hearthstone player seems to be. I think I focus more on the positives and kind of have fun no matter what happens. Occasionally you'll see me get a little tilted, sure. Something really crazy unlucky happens, or if we're like trying to rank. But most of the time, the goal for me is to have fun and play weird decks and enjoy shenanigans, whether it's me or my opponent achieving them. Like, it's still a fun shenanigan either way, I guess, to me. So I don't know that I mind so much when things go bad. Like right now, for instance, this has gone abysmally. Pretty smart read by him to trade in the way he did, by the way. Traded in both of the 3-2s. Instead of trying to take a value trade and putting this down to 1 health, he traded in the 3-2s because this is so much harder for me to kill. So it has left me in a weird spot where my hero power gets reduced output now. Like, my hero power doesn't actually do anything. So, really, really smart trade by him. Good look by Tristan there. I'm attempting to beat my Shutterwalk opponent as Quest Priest. My opponent has thus far played 14 Shutterwalks, and I'm still alive. I only need to survive 19 more. Dude, come on. Where have all the chits gone? I think we've had enough chits tonight. I'm not going to complain. More custom cards. I'll get to these here in a second. Let me catch up real quick. Tempo Egg Priest. I want to link it, but I don't know how. Just drop it in a deck creator like Hearthstone or Hearthstone Top Decks or Tempo Storm or somewhere and link the output there. That'll be handy. I like Void Ripper in this deck, MSU. This is the list that we grabbed off HS Replay. When I built this previously, we had Void Ripper and some other stuff too. I'm not totally sure I love this version of the list yet. It seems to have some weak early to mid game. It seems like we're always whiffing on 3 and 4, which, without like Vicious Fledglings and some of those higher pressure cards. Like Mindbreaker so far has been completely and utterly useless. We haven't really drawn it much, but it's never seemed to have made an impact. It just sits in hand. Precious are moving into wild. That's funny. I don't think I'd like Mossy Horror, but I think Tar Creeper would be fine adding Ghoul. I feel like Mossy Horror would have just as much likelihood to backfire as succeed. Maybe not. It's bad at Crypt Lords and our 1-drops.
Then he gets featured on Battle.net Launcher. Please remember us little people when you're famous.
Hey, you're not little people to me. You guys are the only people. You guys are the only reason any of that stuff ever happens. So you guys are like the biggest people to me. It would be insane to forget the only reason I have any sort of success or anything to note. So of course I won't forget you. How is this getting healed? Am I not paying attention? Is this a new one? Why have I hero powered this like 3 times? I don't know. We're definitely dead. But Star Fox, thanks for the 8 months, dude. Did you see the new Disguised Toast video? I did. Yeah, the how much money do Twitch streamers make? It was interesting to see. Actually, I learned a lot, which I didn't expect to, but there was a lot of things I didn't know in the video, and I'm happy to answer questions if you guys have anything about it like you thought. I mean, I will say right off the bat that Disguised Toast's experience does not reflect the vast majority of most streamers' experiences. But I learned a lot about like sponsorship numbers. I did not know some of that, like the rates for people who play games and how much you get from sponsors. That was kind of mind-boggling. I was like, whoa. I didn't even think it was remotely as high as that. The Twitch subscriber stuff, I understood that fine. Like, that was what I expected and knew. I was a little surprised by his donation numbers. I honestly thought they'd be higher. I think that maybe is just a bit of an audience thing. I'm trying to think of what other observations I had. Oh, ad revenue was a bit surprising to me. I tried to scale up my ad revenue on Twitch to his, and it was like really hard to get the math to work. So I don't know if the rate or essentially the CPM increases over time or what, but I made a tiny fraction. Tiny fraction from what he did on ad revenue, which I mean you'd expect because he has a lot more viewers, but even extrapolating that didn't account for the difference. I was like, whoa. And I don't run ads either, just like Toast doesn't. Like, I never push the button as he described it, so it felt like it should be about the same, you know, it should scale linearly, but it didn't. It was like twice as big as I would have expected it to be, so I don't know exactly what happens there. I wish I could get sponsors for my classroom. Before I teach a lesson, I could say, this math lesson brought to you by Taco Bell. I actually would be okay with that, I think. I think teachers need more support, and schools probably need a little bit more financial support, so why not advertise to kids? It's happening on YouTube and everywhere else anyway. I'd be okay with adding some capitalism into the classroom, perhaps. We would still love you if you push the button. No, Sam Swiss, I appreciate that. That's nice to hear, and I'm sure that's true. I don't doubt that's true at all. But I'll say what I always say, which is I think it's way more important for me that the viewers, that you guys have a good experience as opposed to trying to milk out, you know, a few extra pennies here and there from an ad or whatever. That's just not worth it, sacrificing the experience. If you guys are having a good experience and you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself and you're getting value from the content, if you're learning something, that's what's going to make things valuable for me, right? That's how things grow. That's how you build an audience. That's how you monetize things. Like, I'm not worried at all about squeezing out little pennies here and there. Like, it's more about creating a community and you know, making sure we're all having fun together. If that's what happens, everything else will just follow naturally. You know, it'll all come in time. And frankly, it already has. We do fine. So so yeah, I don't have to worry about the button at all, thankfully. Thanks to you guys. Really appreciate that too. Can you please say hello to my mom, says the penguin. I'm watching the stream with her. Hey, my mom. Hey, the penguin's mom. Mama penguin. That's funny to think of for some reason. Mama penguin. I like it though. And yeah, seriously, hello. I hope you're having a good day. It's weird that you're watching Twitch, but hopefully you're enjoying it. I think you are. I have a feeling. Been playing this refined Mechathune Paladin to rank 5. It's terrible, but fun. Let's see. Oh, wait. Let me look at custom cards first. I've had like a million custom cards loaded up for a while. Luta the Empath. 8 mana, 4/4. Priest. Legendary minion. Gain the death rattle of every friendly minion that died this game. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Yeah, Shutterwalk for death rattles. I saw that earlier in Discord, I think. I liked it a lot. That looks good to me. I can put each of these to 4, just run through this. That's probably fine, right? We don't need... We could technically put this to 4 and keep it alive, I guess. Go here. It's gonna have quite a bit of health. Yeah, why not? Why not? Do I ever regret this, I wonder? Oh, maybe I should have traded these two in. Am I ever set up for Defile? Yes, if I don't trade in here. Play around Defile a little bit. I think I actually maybe should have traded in the 2 small guys and left the 4/4 Keleseth up. I think that might be a mistake. The taunt here doesn't really have value. I would have probably left the 2/3 up in said scenario, but that's okay. He's gonna Defile anyway. No, just Doomsayer. Okay. I have 10 damage right now. So we're getting close, weirdly, to killing him. But we gotta take a pass here on this turn. Get Malfurion stabilized, that's fine. Doesn't matter what we grab here for minions, of course. He's down at 11, so we do have hooked Reavers, which could be problematic. But my hero power is hopefully gonna give us a lot of pressure. We also just have 9 damage if he does not play a hooked Reaver taunt here. Mind control tech, unlikely to matter anytime soon, but eventually this could be good to grab or snag a taunt. I need something good though this turn. I need a Spiteful into the 8-8 rush. Spiteful into an 8-8 rush, please. Please and thank you. Grand Archivist instead. Alright. Less good. But probably something I still play on turn 8, right? Very high likelihood it gets a value hit on either his face or one of these minions. Because I assume he's going to trade here. This goes to 2. Archivist could kill it. I get a 5-8 and a 5-5, both of which are pretty intimidating minions at the end of the day. So I like this on 8, even though it kills any sort of future Spiteful. Woo! Some big boys. Play 2 more minions for some reason. For some insane reason. That's just 1 more minion. Spellbreaker is intriguing, isn't it? Alright. Face here is maybe my best hit. The 4-4 is okay, but I'm losing a micro tech if I hit the 4-4 maybe. I think face, honestly, might be better. Not my guy is the only bad one. That's fine. It gives him a good trade back, but it's okay. That's fine. Spiteful is dead. But Leroy Spellbreakers, oh my god. If he goes face here, we have an insane mind control tech. There's no way he does. He has to trade. Has to trade. So, Spellbreaker Druid of the Scythe is 7 mana. I can hit his face for 3. Spellbreak the Lich King. Druid of the Scythe here. Hit face for 3. Is that my best damage output? I could play... What else? That's 7 mana. That's hero power. That puts me on a Leroy for lethal. Gul'dan comes down, though, and puts him back up to what? 13, and he has an 8-8 on board. The 8-8 hits my 4-3. Oh, I don't know. We're not out of the woods yet, guys. But if he plays Gul'dan, we might get a mind control tech, right? He'll have, no, just 2 hooked Reavers. So no, Gul'dan does not lead into a... Gul'dan, unfortunately, not leading into a mind control tech. That said, I think we still have to do this just to make sure that the Leroy represents lethal, because he may not have Gul'dan, and he may not have any more taunts. Maybe he has Vulgar Homunculus or something, or another Sunfury Protector. Maybe he has Gul'dan. We don't know. But putting it on the out is fine, I think, regardless. Another custom card here, Archangel Emeritat. 6 mana, 3/7, Priest Legendary. Start a game. If your deck contains exactly 5 minions, your spells cost 2 less, but your minions cost 4 more. Intriguing. I think it'd be neat if the numbers lined up there a little better, if she was like 4 mana and a 2/5, so that all the numbers kind of reflected themselves. So there was some sort of symmetry or something. But a fine design. I think it's cool to play around with the more start of game effects. Another custom card, Vindicator Maraud for Paladin, 6 mana, 6/6 legendary minion, battle cry. For the rest of the game, your silver hand recruits have lifesteal. I think that'd be fine. Adding a little bit of extra life gain and synergy with Heal Paladin. I dig that. That's fine by me. Okay, so it does play in the MCT. We also have 9 damage output, which is not enough for lethal just yet. But we can certainly MCT. That's fine. Hopefully we get the 8/8, of course. But really nothing here is... I wouldn't call anything here terrible, right? Every minion's sort of okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we hero power face just to keep that pressure going, right? Maybe we play a big guy. Well, I don't know. If we don't hero power Lich King, our 8/8 gets contested pretty easily, doesn't it? So maybe we play Scalebane and hero power Lich King. Then we're not really setting up for any sort of defile, I don't think, are we? Not very easily. I can certainly face tank 8, that's no problem. And I think just preserving potentially a minion attack here is worth quite a bit. We also do have the Ultimate Infestation, so if we ever need to set up a 2-turn where we're confident that he has no more healing, we could. That said, this is the kind of deck that always has more healing. Now, I wouldn't be totally surprised to see trade Hellfire Defile. That's a possibility. Dread Infernal helps the math a little too, probably. Oh, sneaky. That's all of his mana, though. He can't really clear that well. He leaves me with an 8 attack minion here, right? Yeah, so not actually that good. Not actually that good. He's just dead to board. No, not quite. No, he's dead to board now. Yeah, he's just dead to board. We just have 11 damage, so unless he has a 0 mana sacrificial pact or something, but he can't cast it on this. He can't. So there's nothing left. He's just dead. So good mind control tech. Very well done, MCT. Doing some work today, finally for us and not our opponent. I think it's just GG. Do you think this gave a taunt? Maybe, I don't know. Weird play to make if you know you're dead. He might have had another option. I'm not sure what's up. Seemed like he could have maybe just played the anti-magic shell in like a spellstone or something that kept him alive to board. I don't know. Another custom card, the Stealthy Infiltrator for Rogue, a 2 mana 2/3. The combo reads. We'll make him feel better about it like this. We actually had a ton overkill, dude. Don't worry. We had 6 bonus. Stealthy Infiltrator, 2 mana 2/3 for Rogue combo. Destroy a card in your opponent's hand. So no Ferrado, but in the hand. It's pretty good. Might be a little too good, but I like it. I might down the stats a tad. I might make it like a 1/2 or a 2/2 at least, but not terrible. Field bot, 3 mana 1/4 mech. Whenever a friendly minion is injured, restore 1 health to it. It's kind of a cool idea. Yeah, the name is good. Field bot, like it's adjusting in the field. I like that field medic kind of thing, but a bot. And okay, custom cards done. I gotta catch up with chat now. Bouncing around like a madman, like an absolute madman. I'm starting to think this starter game is an inherently degenerate and unfun mechanic. Too much consistency. I sort of agree with you. I sort of think it makes games unfold too similarly. Now that said, there is another problem, which is cards like Kelisath and some of the Death Knights that make games flip too hard. I think we need a healthy middle somewhere. Where not every game is the same, but also not every game is instantly decided by one card being drawn. You know? Something in the middle. If we can find that happy middle ground, I think it'll be good. That said, we've got starter game effects already happening for the next year and a half, so I don't know how to fix that right now, but just something to think about in the future. That said, we'll learn along the way. I don't think any even or odd decks right now are totally insane, so I don't feel too bad about it. Somebody linked me a big druid deck. I'll take a look here in a sec. Maybe it didn't work. I don't know. Seems like maybe it's not working now. I'm unsure what's happening. Check this card, I will indeed. I made a new deck, I don't know if it's good or not, says Mr. British Dinosaur. A few combos, some card draw, any opinions on it? Let's take a look, this one works. He troll. It's just the Whispering the Wonderful deck, guys. That's all he linked. Oh, man. He wanted a sack pact. I bet you're right, Wexo. I bet you're right, and he didn't realize that he couldn't target his own minion. Or at least maybe he realized it, but realized it too late. Realized it a tad late. Do we ever play another greedy sprite? I don't think so. Surely we'll have better options later. Ferocious House was certainly a slightly slower druid than we are. You're probably sick of looking at cards and decks, so I'm a wait. I appreciate that. It's not too bad, just as long as it's not a ton in a row, which it kind of has been, so a little break wouldn't hurt at all. Tov Raz the Wizard, that looks like a Magic the Gathering character. 5 mana 4/4. Your opponent casts a spell from his hand at the start of his turn. Target's chosen randomly. So a dirty rat for spells. I like it. I've wanted something like that for a while, but we haven't yet gotten it. Dirty rat for spells. I think it's cool. I like it. I designed a card kind of similar to that. I think it was more instant, not at the start of the turn, but same idea. Same idea. So that's really good, insightful design, I think. You mean quest decks? No, I mean start of game decks, like Baku and Gin Greymane. Start of game effects. How come you decided not to put Lich King in this deck? In my opinion, it's a must in Spiteful Druid. So I didn't actually decide. This was the deck list with the highest win rate for Spiteful Druids on HS Replay over the last 3 days. Yesterday when we grabbed it. And I only made one tweak, which was putting in a Phlebidnus Phaloop, because I feel like he's super flexible with Spitefuls and Changangs and Leroys and just all kinds of different options for Phaloop that are good. He can do so many different sorts of things. But Lich King, I didn't really think about. I feel like, if anything, we probably need a little bit more early game. I wasn't super worried about my late game right now. I feel like we have enough late game depth. It's more, and enough reload depth too with Ultimate Infestation. I feel like, if anything, I would want to add another 3 drop. So between Spitefuls and Archivist, I don't think Leroy or Lich King crossed my mind. That said, I'm always curious to see stats and insights on that stuff. So I could see it being okay. I certainly don't think it sounds bad. Can you remind me why Mindbreaker's in the deck? I can't. I don't really know why it's here. I think a Torque Reaper would probably be better, as someone else in chat suggested as well. I saw your Blizzard video today. Congrats on all the recognition and success. Thanks, Shamanistical, dude. It's awesome. Yeah, being on the game is mind-boggling. Like, a person I know in real life, like, posted on Facebook, and they were like, hey, I know this guy on Battle.net, like, somebody who plays Hearthstone. And it's like, whoa, that is so weird. Like, it's a whole nother level of weirdness. It's cool. You should have played Firefly before Cobalt Scale Hide for Floop. That's intriguing. I wasn't really thinking about playing the Floop, honestly. I was planning on holding it for a while to hit a really high value target with it, but I could understand that. Yeah, I'm okay with that logic. Just hanging out and just keeping the curve flying a little faster. Like Fungalmancer, for instance, to me probably feels a little better. But, I don't hate that logic. Okay with that. Oh, well, I just did it again. Probably should have played this first and kept this. I literally just did it again. I'm bad. I'm bad. Just in case, right? Just in case. Again, I don't really want to use it for Fungalmancer, but just in case. I really want to use it for Spiteful Summoner. Aww. It's at least medium targets. Man, MCT's in everything these days, right? Doesn't matter what kind of deck you have, MCT somehow. Despite having Spreading Plague, Swipe, single and multi-target removal, probably runs a Starfall, you still make room for MCT. That's how good it is. That's kind of nuts to think about. Kind of crazy to think about. Yeah. I think that's right? Is that right? I think that's right. Oh, no! Oh, no! No! I can't hero power! No! Mindbreaker! Get out of here! I was so confidently gonna hit that 3/3. Like, why is this card in the deck? I don't understand. That feeling when you're playing a Spiteful deck and manage to draw all 3 of your spells in both Spitefuls, it's the worst Gravebender, dude. It happens sometimes. It's like 1 out of 10 games, 1 out of 15 games. Feel better about the Widows after this. That's why I grabbed them, because I knew we were going wide. We want to be able to kill the Spreading Plagues.
Aha!
That's actually the good one now. Previously it sucked, but now it's the good one. UI is still really good for us, though. We can hit this guy, too. He's going to kill one of the Spooters. MCT degenerate, guys. I honestly think I could see this Hall of Fame and be in a pretty happy place. He has a glorious mustache. That is inevitably true. Undeniably true. But beyond that, I'm kind of sick of MCT, I think. Kind of sick of it. I have yet to draw a Spiteful or an Archivist, and we're 17 cards deep. Whew! It's a tough life. Okay, we have our own MCT, but he'll kill all his minions now. Somehow, magically. Hey, Regis in chat says Moriarski. Looking for a fun priest deck. Been maining priest for a while and feel like I've run out of deck ideas. A lot of people are playing the kind of Resurrect priest right now with Zarek's Cloning Gallery. It looks really fun. It's hard to play. Pretty interactive deck with some cool win conditions. I would definitely check that out. You can search like a bunch of people's names and find a list. Asmo, Savich, a bunch of people are playing it. I think both Asmodeus and Asmodai, who I still think are the separate people, not 100% sure, but I think. So, a lot of options, but very much a deck people seem to be enjoying right now. Oh, we can actually double MCT here. I guess that's pretty good. Is this finally the Floop turn? Appropriate that we get the other MCT, I guess. Probably just gonna die, so it may not really matter. But, by God, we're gonna try. Didn't get the best guy, unfortunately. Still a very good board, though. He's also not a weapon yet. So if he doesn't have, like, a Spreading Plague, we do have a shot here of, just creating a high enough pressure scenario where he's dead by the time he does anything cool, like Togwaggle or whatever. Malaga Swipe can't happen yet because he's not on the second charge of the weapon. Nourish pretty slow. I don't mind that. That's pretty weak play at this point. Now, how much damage do we have? We have 8, 11, plus 4 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 6 is 24. So we're getting close. We're getting close. Probably play like Scalebane and some other thing here. Maybe take a trade into something. He's starting to think about my board. He's playing dudes. I don't really have a great option though, as far as like clearing. He can kill this, which he will. This goes to 3. Could trade one of these in. Go face with the rest. Develop a Scalebane and a Chain Gang maybe if I have enough space. I have to think about the space, but maybe we trade in 2 small guys. Spiteful would still be pretty good too. I'd happily play a Spiteful. Branching Paths, drawing cards last. Okay. Interesting. Custom card, the Everlife Worm. Lots of custom priest legendaries tonight. What's the deal? 6 mana, 4/5 dragon. After another minion takes damage, restore it to full health. Similar ideas. I like more heal stuff in priest though. I do feel like sometimes it's not enough of a healing class. It should be, but somehow it ends up feeling not all that heal-ish. So trade here almost always happens, right? We can probably leave these up. Just play like a Scalebane and freeze the 4/4. It's only 6 mana though, and I don't really... How much space do I have? I'll have 3 spots left, so I can't play an additional minion after that. That's probably good. I don't hate trading in this Firefly either though to play like Chain Gangs. Because Chain Gangs create a lot of disruption, right? Maybe we do this. It's a little slow, but I think it probably still... Oh, that didn't die. Do I have enough space? Oh, I do still. I have enough space. Little slow, but it does still set us up for the 2-turn kill, I suspect. What do we have? We have 5, 7, 10, 15, 18, 22, 24. 27. So we should probably have a 2-turn kill. Spreading Plague again is a pain. Weapon is also active, so now like Malygos Swipe is the sort of thing that could really hurt us a lot. I don't have an answer for that immediately. Can spell break the Malygos, I guess, but doesn't feel great. Everything dies in that scenario. Wild Growth's a good sign. No Malygos pre-weapon activation. If he wants to activate the weapon, he does take an additional 2... Oh, nope, never mind. Malygos is discounted. I lied. There is a Malygos pre-weapon activation. So, okay. Alright. Like I said, we can spell break. It's a very good turn. It's 9-13. I healed a 16, but probably end up dying here. Could maybe use a Leroy to stay alive. Nope, we're just gonna die to Moonfire spam. No, we're at 1. We're at 1. Spiteful, right on time, buddy. Can I play Spiteful and live? If I get the 8/8 dude with Rush, trade here, he has 8, 12, like hero power to 10, dead. Leroy trade into the 5/5, armor up, leaves him with 12, dead. I think we're dead in every scenario, right? Maybe one of my only scenarios was Grand Archivist hitting the 5/5 exactly, something like that. But a vast majority of the time, we're just dead. Pretty tough, pretty tough. Didn't win fast enough. Did not win fast enough. Spreading Plague will do that to you. I got a Tempo Egg Priest. Can you check it out? Sure, Joshua McJosh Face. With a name like that, who could turn you down? Why no Savage Roar? Because of Spiteful Summoner. Spiteful Summoner, you only want 10 mana spells. Is Odd Rogue singularly harder than I thought? I have a 45% win rate with it. I don't play the deck enough to really tell you, to be honest. Probably a little harder than you think. Some aggro decks can be deceptively hard. Mage says, today I went to the doctor and checked my BMI. It said I was healthy and said that I was at lower risk of illness as I expected. But it also said I was found more conventionally more attractive. Which I find super unnecessary and kind of rude to larger people. Oh, you're saying like the report or the whatever, like because you had a lower BMI would suggest that you were more conventionally attractive? That is a weird thing to include when you're focusing on health specifically. I can't imagine why that would be necessary. That paragraph's a mess. I think I still sorted you out. I think you're alright. What's this deck? Somebody made an Egg Priest with Devilsaur Egg. I'm sure it does not have... I thought for sure it'd have Reckless Experimenter. I still like it though, an aggro Egg Priest. Still, I'm just not convinced to this day that Swamp Dragon Egg is a great inclusion in a more aggressive tempo deck, because it's all about value, not board. The great thing about Devilsaur Egg is that it emphasizes board. the 5/5 hits the board, right? With the Dragon Egg, it's just something being added back to your hand, and to this day, that just doesn't feel worth it to me for some reason. I don't know that I buy it. Nerubian Egg was much better in that slot when it existed. That said, it might still work with this deck. I like the deck otherwise. I think it looks good. Somebody else submitted a Druid deck here with... it's a big Druid, Hadronox, Oakheart, Deathwing, Ysera. That looks good, yeah. I would say I'm a little nervous that you don't have the guaranteed Hadronox from the Oakheart. You have Greedy Sprites in the deck, which is good for ramp, of course, but I think I would like the guaranteed Hadronox sometimes. Like, playing Oakheart means you're for sure going to get your Hadronox. That can be a pretty valuable thing to consider. So I'd keep that in mind, personally. Beyond that, I like it. Here's what you should play of Swamp Dragon Egg, any dragon you want. Or the dragon you want. That's kind of a good point, too, yeah. In some ways. Instead of inconsistency, you can just add a little more consistency to your deck. What about Tending Torrent? I had Tending Torrent in the version of this I played last month. So yeah, you guys are making a lot of suggestions I'm on board with. I think a lot of the things you guys are saying make a ton of sense. I guess it's finally time to kill this. Like, we've been sitting on this one for a while here. Yeah. This is fine. Kind of a weird thing to just sort of hit this and not kill it. A little bit susceptible to Shroom Brewer, I guess, but ultimately that's okay too. Just want to make sure I get the ramp off. We could have kept this at 2-3, but it dies to the Twilight Drake the same way. So why does that matter, right? It doesn't change the math on the Twilight Drake. He finally gets a life tap. We did, interestingly, probably... Oh my god, he actually life tapped into the... Oh, come on! Come on, cut me some slack. Cut me some slack, game. No way. No way. I joked about it and it happened. The thing I joked about actually happened. You know, I think we're weirdly enough going to hold here. We lost our Leroy. And I think we're going to win via board as opposed to like sneaky damage. And being able to potentially reduce that Hooked Reaver might matter by a turn or two. Because as you can see our hand right now, it's not like we have a big wide board that's going to get played out and we're going to just smork him down. It's more about like 1 or 2 big hits from one minion is going to be enough to secure it, like a Deathwing or Mechthun or whatever. Might end up regretting that, we'll see. But I like the idea of slowing the game down just a hair. Just a hair. Weirdly, Spiteful is quite a bit at risk here because both of these likely trade into a lot of Spiteful Summoner minions. Let's see what we get and think about the math here. An 8-8 would be bad. Like I said, I don't know. Okay. Well, that's a thing. I would have loved the 12-12 Tyrantus, but what can you do? The Mindbreaker's too funny. You played it and your opponent has been mousing around highlighting everything non-stop. That's funny. I didn't even notice. That's good, though. Monstrosity went 3 and 2. Probably still needs a bit of work done on it. I always feel like that. Every deck I feel like needs a better play. Never play around Hooked Reaver. Face is the place, and sometimes you have to attack your Cobra into a 7/7. Ooh! Thank you, man! Whoa! He lost a Hooked Reaver, and I got a Dread Infernal. I will take that trade 100% of the time. That's a spell sound, it looks like. That is awesome for me. Appreciate that, dude. What is this card? Lipstick effects. There it is. We knew it was coming, man. Just do it. We all knew it was coming. This puts me at 9 cards in hand. Gets me a really nasty board. I think we go for it, right? I think we go for it. Hit this, please, God. Don't hit this, please, God. Hit his face or this. These two here, these are good. Well, okay. I took 0 damage, whatever. That's fine. I don't care about that. As long as I don't lose a minion, I'm okay. Drew the other UI. Arguably good or bad, depending on your perspective. We don't burn a bunch of cards from the Archivist. We also don't get a good Spiteful Summoner. So, Again, just kind of perspective based. Can do 2 damage with Dread Infernal into Floop at turn 10. That's something to keep an eye on. No crazy burst damage, though, in deck anymore without Leroy. Need these minions to do work, and I need a big board constantly to keep pressure up. What do we have? We have 13. Malfurion would be 16 total damage output right now. Oh, Fungalmancer's a lot of damage too, though. Yeah, so having 2 minions right now would be very, very valuable. 2:15 in the AM in the UK here, Regis. Long time no see. Trust all good with you as always. Yeah, I'm doing good, Danny boy. Good to see you, man. Just don't stay up too late on my behalf. Get some sleep if you need to. Another custom card here. Start a game effect this time from Butterscotch. It says Zagroth Master Spellcaster. 3-mana 3/2. Start a game. Add a random legendary spell to your deck. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, bad stats, random effect. I think that'd be fine. That wouldn't be particularly overpowered. I think it could probably be a battle cry and have sort of the same amount of impact, but I'm certainly fine with that card. That feels totally okay to me. Do we go ahead and play double Fungalmancer here, guys? The problem is I don't really have a clean way through the 4/4, do I? To get a ton of damage. Play double Fungal here. Maybe we just trade in the 5/1 and go face. Maybe we just play Keleseth and try to hit the double Keleseth next turn. Could play, also could play, that's 7 mana, so just hero power. Could try to freeze this to prevent any sort of shenanigans. Double Fungal. I mean, I could still double Fungal, but I buff the Fungalmancer. I don't get. Like, I could trade here and Fungal again and put this up to whatever, 8/11 or something. Probably buff here to get both at higher health. That would be 14 damage. A shame I don't have a 4 attack dude to get through this. I think I'm gonna do it, actually. I think this is right. Putting him at 5 is very close to the kill. Like, I don't think double Keleseth matters, because it's gonna take forever to get those minions back. I'd rather just build an enormous board state and put him at an insanely low health total. He only has 1 total Hooked Reaver. He's not on Gul'dan yet. So, I mean, if he can't answer this board, he just gets destroyed, right? And it works! Yay! Regis, may I do a quick PSA about a free game? Not about a free-to-play game, but one that's being offered for free. Sure, man, I don't care anyway. Like, if you're a part of things around here, which you are, you can talk about stuff. I always appreciate you guys asking. Like, that's nice. I appreciate that. But if you're part of the community, I don't mind you guys sharing your interests or your personal projects or anything else. It's the people who, like, come in we've never seen before and, like, spam a promo link that bugs me. Like, come on. That's insane. Get out of here. Like, if you become a part of the community, it's part of the privilege is getting to share, like, what you're about and what you enjoy and what you do. And I just consider all of us a bunch of friends, and like you would of course tell your friends if you had some cool thing you wanted to talk about, so don't worry at all. Why do you want to buff the ghoul? My initial thought was like just to get a 1 health guy out of play for Defile. I don't know if it would have mattered. I didn't really think through it that far. That might be a cop-out answer, but that was my original plan. I guess we could have buffed it with Fungalmancer. Oh, you're saying buffed it? It wouldn't have. Well, it would have gone down to 1 health again after the trade. Presumably, we would have traded it. Wouldn't have had to, but then we would have lost some face damage, right? No, not really. I don't know. It was worth considering. Definitely worth considering. Definitely worth considering, but just not what I saw. My deepest nerd fears. I'm not a demigod. My Hogwarts acceptance letter wasn't lost in the mail. I won't get Planeswalker Spark. I'll never make D&D character that can one-shot a dragon. Don't worry, Depashi. We still love you. We still love you. So survive the trade was still the same face damage. If it didn't it go down to 1 health if we traded it, though? Like, I don't like leaving 1 health dudes floating around. Might get you in trouble. From 2 things. One is Dread Infernal, but also just setting up Defile chains is scary. But he never expected to lose that. Oh, that's great. That's good news. Okay. This Mindbreaker could be clutch in a Jaina world. I'm kind of curious about that. Looks like a Jaina deck, so.
3-month anniversary. We all know it's much longer.
I was gonna say, Boo Diddley, that's gotta be 3 years, right? Boo Diddley, welcome back with a 3-month resub, dude. Appreciate it a ton. Thank you, thank you. Tons of subs tonight, guys. We are at 842 on the sub count, which, again, I'll say it again, absolutely mind-boggling sub count, guys. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Really insane. Just to remind you guys, we hit a new record for the Witchwood, okay? During the Witchwood, the day of the Witchwood, or maybe the day after, we got to 707 Twitch subscribers. And I thought it was absolutely insane. 700 seemed beyond reason. And that was an all-time record in that expansion. The day, like at the prime time of the expansion, you know, like at the peak of the expansion. And here we are, 2 months after the Boomsday Project, right? We're like 2 months out from launch, okay? So not the prime time of the expansion. In fact, dwindling down. This is typically like a valley. And we're still at 842 on the sub count, higher than the peak of the Witchwood by a mile. That is nuts. I can't even begin to describe to you how crazy that is, guys. It's mind-boggling. It's insane. Absolutely nuts. 2 months without nerfs, that's right. We do have the epic badge. How does that work? I don't understand. Wait a minute, why does it say 3 months? I don't understand. Regis, who's the oldest Hearthstone player that you know of? Like streamer or player? I don't really know any players who are particularly old. Yeah, nobody's coming to mind. I don't know. As far as streamers go... I don't think that's worth. I think this is better.
May I interest you in my new real fake game, Melware? It's free. You can find it on the Crab Apple Store.
Shield, dude, that's a pretty good joke. Melware. It sounds like the name of the person who made it almost more than the game, though. She said from my friend Melware. Like Kibler's a little older than me. I'm about the same age as Trump and Crip. We're all about 31.
2 months and still holding
Most people are a little younger, though.
Thanks again to you and Blizzard for the rad bundles. My name is no longer Genocide.
Oh, Genocide is now Gendetta. Ooh, you went from a great pun name perhaps to an even better pun name. Wow, Gendetta, I'm impressed. And thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Always happy to support somebody who appreciates a good pun. I don't forget. Thank you, Gendetta, for the resub. Awfully nice. My screen name is my year of birth, so work it out. Ooh, Danny Boy's a little older than us, guys. Danny Boy's not a young pup anymore. Ugh, Tuple UI. Ugh. Blah. Ugh. Guys, we got problems. We're dead. We are not creating enough pressure here to win. Not even remotely close. Superfax dropping the 8 months. Holy moly, I thought you did that earlier. I thought that happened like a day or two ago. I don't know. Either way, Superfax, welcome back, man. Thank you for the love. 46, old as dirt. Do we have a bit of a subtrain? I think you're right. We might have a little bit. Just tiniest little baby subtrain. Little baby subtrain. This could help me beat a meteor right here, but it's kind of still bad against like Flame Strike. I think we're gonna wait. Whoa! What happened? Whoa! I'm still trained. Whoa! Monado! 1123 gifted 10 subs. They have now gifted a total of 30 subs in the channel. Monado, what a monster, dude. Thank you. That sub gift bomb. That is a legit sub train. We had a baby sub train to start. Now it's a big time sub train. Real big sub train. Huh, the meteor cost, I mean, the artificer there cost him a minion. I'm curious if I think that's worth or not. I'm not sure I believe that's worth. Regardless, we are in trouble in this game. I think it's gonna be really hard to get a board here that stabilizes and pushes enough damage. But Monado, dude, 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Grass to Dark Goo, Pro Chan, Linver, Marfidus, Waygard, Faldar, Cool Hand, Sean, Ali, Rachit, I Like Big Butter, And I cannot lie.
Welcome.
And finally,
Boys,
Sans
make some room
Sushi.
by the hearth.
Thank you guys for the, well, I mean, for being here, but grats on the subs. Thank you, Minato, for the gifted subs. Holy moly, 30 gifted subs is totally bonkers. Absolutely crazy.
Boys,
Appreciate
make
it,
some
dudes.
room by the hearth, won't ya?
Appreciate it, dudes. Wow. Boys, make some room by the hearth. Yeah, no joke. Hey, King DDD, good to see you.
Boys,
How's it
make
going?
some
I feel like I
room
haven't
by
seen
the
your name in a
hearth,
little
won't
while. No judgment there. Just happy to see you. Happy to see you. Aw, man. Oh, okay, cool. So we actually do get a Fungalmancer here.
Welcome.
We're
Make some
better off
room
just
by
playing
the
than not fearing it
hearth,
now.
won't ya?
I doubt it. I don't think so. Let's force like a Flame Strike out of him, right? I mean, it sucks that we don't get the... I should have pinged this last turn, maybe. I don't know. Now I have regrets. Now I haven't had regrets. DDD says, hey, I haven't had much time lately. How's life? Doing good, man. It's been a great, crazy month or two of streaming and Hearthstone and so on and so forth. It's been crazy. If I want to continue my sub, can I change it from the tier 1 to Prime? Probably, Niguli. Yeah, I think you should be able to. Just let your other one expire and then just pick it up with the Twitch Prime. You have a little bit of time between it expiring and like needing to re-up it. Like you don't have to do it right away necessarily, right? You can do it a little later. Oh, guys, we're never gonna get enough board. He's at 38. Like we got a mile to go here. I just don't see this one happening. I don't think it's gonna happen. How on earth do we get there? And now I regret pinging it. Like every decision I made is just the wrong thing in the wrong direction. Wow, Minato, thanks again. Crazy stuff tonight. 10,000 bits from our buddy Zone Hawk. 10 gifted subs from Minato. Big time contributions, dudes. Appreciate it all, each and every one of you. I think that's now a total of like 22. Oh, actually, Minato, thanks to those gifted subs, we just cracked a new sub goal. We started the month under 850, so that means 850 was our first reset sub goal this month, which means we now have another $20 Blizzard gift card to give away. So everybody that's a sub by the end of the stream automatically entered to potentially win. 850, 875. Now the next goal, which I still have some to send out from the past. I finally caught up a little bit, but there are still more gift cards going out. I got ruined in September. My opponent bear daggered into my Wandering Monster. What a horrible misplay. Wandering Monster. Oh, yes, that can be pretty bad. Yeah, no joke. Oh, hey, look, guys, that's handy. That can indeed be a pretty bad misplay. No joke. I need Jaina to be the bottom card of his deck if I want to win this game, right? I think that's our only path to victory, isn't it? Just Jaina bottom card. Is anything else you're going to put me in a position to win? Another big fear, I'll never play WoW. Why don't you play WoW now? Is there something preventing you from playing WoW now, Depachi? Is the like the subscription or any other sort of problem that's holding you back? 7 mana 5/5. Yep. I mean, honestly, as a 5/5, it doesn't feel that bad, right? That's that old Ancient Allure stat line. Ancient Allure that doesn't do anything. Is he pyroing this minion? No! Okay, now that's weird, right? Can we talk about how that's a little weird? That feels strange to me. I don't know what to make of that. I sort of want to hero power every turn. But I don't really want to play like a greedy sprite either. I don't know. Should I armor up? Like, what's this about? Pyroing my face instead of that minion is so weird. I don't know. This is not a great meteor board, obviously, but what can I do? Gotta get some damage out. Gotta smork him. I quit WoW so long ago, Warlords of Draenor made it less fun for me. I think that was the case for a lot of people. I don't think people loved WoD. Did you come back for Legion at all? A lot of people loved Legion. BFA seems like kind of mixed opinions at the moment. Oh, do we have lethal? Hold up. We have 12, 13, plus 6 is 19. Yeah, this is lethal, right? 12, 13. Wow. We even have it with Fungalmancer too, I think. We have kind of a multi-tiered lethal here, right? Wow, okay. I've been talking for the last like 40 minutes now. I don't think we'll win this game. And then it just kind of fell into place. Nice. Well, that's good news. Beautiful. Nice face you got there. Sure would be a shame if you burned it off. Yeah, pyroblast to the face. So weird. So strange. Did you like that my weapon had enough attack / durability to kill both Onyxia and Lich King? I didn't think about it that way, but that's a pretty neat idea, yeah. Two of the big variant villains, kind of, for Charlemagne. Is that how you say it? Charlemagne. I need to practice that. I'm going to put it in a video. Do you know when the HGG card back comes out? I don't know. We got all the other rewards, but I'm not sure about the card back. You might be able to find some details online. What Hearthstone card would you be? What's his name? I can't think of it. What's his name? Funnel Cake guy? No, I'm not thinking of Funnel Cake guy. I'm thinking of Priest guy. Priest 3/6 that heals you for 3 when you cast a spell. What's that guy's name? Brain Bronzebeard, another good option. Priest of the Feast, yes! I would be Priest of the Feast for sure. I always loved the design of that card, by the way. Nothing felt better than landing a Priest of the Feast and healing for like 12 and just putting yourself out of reach. I thought that card was so well designed. What do you guys think about Priest of the Feast? Wouldn't you like to see that card come back for Priest? Just giving you so much life gain without really being punished for it. Like, the stats are still good. It gets buffed by things you... I mean, it works with things you want to do anyway. Like, you already want to be casting spells, so there's no downside to it. I liked that card a lot. I might be the only one, but I thought it was awesome. Great kind of card. Want to buy a funnel cake? Exactly. Doug McQuaid says no, he doesn't want that card back, apparently. It would be interesting if they reprinted cards. Yeah, just give them a new name, a new artwork occasionally. Like, I wouldn't want that to be more than like 5 or 10 cards per expansion, you know? Like, I'd still want a lot of unique cards, of course, but it could be cool to see occasionally. I could live with it if they occasionally printed an old card and brought it back to life with a new artwork and new name. I think I'd be okay with that. I could live in said world where that happens. Spreading plague can already happen, but I don't know. This might be bad. I like it. I kind of like it, though. Kind of like it. Death to Noobs dropping the 11-month resub. Dude, that's crazy. Welcome back, Death to Noobs. 1 month away from that legendary badge. That's so exciting. So exciting. Cannot hero power to finish it. I wonder if he forgot. Do you guys think he forgot, or do you think he knew? I'm curious. What do you think? Did he plan to finish it? I don't know. I bet he did. I bet he did. Mindbreaker doing work. Hey, that's a good card. Mindbreaker doing work. I don't actually think it's been good, but very funny. To answer your question, Auto concede. Depashi says, after the WoW Legends video, you should solve the JFK conspiracy, the Chupacabra mystery, and is Bigfoot really the stepfather, my mother's sister's landlord's niece? Well, I can tell you everything you need to know about Bigfoot because I am Bigfoot. It's very dramatic. Just like weirdly dramatic. I am Bigfoot. I do have big feet, like size 14 shoes, legit. Okay, I'll probably do some face damage. I don't really care about this 4-1. I don't need to kill it. It's not that scary. Kind of threatens the 8-7, but then the 4-4s feel fine too. Spiteful into Spiteful, though, 7 into 7 is pretty good. Cannot believe he got the one that can attack immediately. Oh my god! It's my fault. It's my fault for not trading. I didn't even consider Mind Control Tech, which is idiotic because it's literally in every deck in the game right now. Ah! I made about the same sound effect she did right there. Yeah! Great news. So exciting. Great developments all around the board. So good. It's 100% my fault, though. What can I say? I cannot complain. 100% my fault. Let me check out your card, Mage. Let's see. What if Mindbreaker only stopped your opponent from using the hero power? I think that would be way cooler and much, much better. Much, much better. Size 15 here, just barely able to find decent shoes. Yeah, it seems like 14 is the cutoff. Well, sometimes 13, depending on the place, but also 14 sometimes is a cutoff. So I bet 15 does feel insanely difficult. I can't imagine. So we have 8 plus 5 is 13, 14. He's at 22. Cannot do any additional damage right now, but I can probably just try to stall. Do I have to respect this? Probably not. I can't imagine he has that much cool stuff going on. Although this can get sniped. I guess how much damage am I gonna have next turn? Let me think. I'm gonna have, he's at 12. I'm gonna have plenty, so I guess we trade since I have plenty of damage on board. Malfurion's an additional damage. We can get through a taunt as needed if we have to. That's actually really good for Spreading Plague. Both of those are good for Spreading Plague if that comes down. Because I can silence, I can kill, and then we can hit him for 7. At least. UI is probably not good enough, right? He's at 17, so that means we have 17. He's just dead to board. Unless he has a Moonfire, I guess. Moonfire might keep him alive here. Even then, we have 12 plus 3 is 15. So Moonfire does keep him alive. Yeah, I can't kill him yet. He probably has the Moonfire too, I bet. Because he runs Starfall, so. Innervate, Naturalize. Oh my.
I feel your pain
Leroy?
with the shoes. I'm
Leroy?
a size 14 since I was 13
Bungle
years
Mancer.
old. I remember wanting Kobe Bryant shoes as kid, and then they bring them out in my size and they looked like boats. Feels bad, man.
Look like boats, feels bad, man. Yeah, I feel you. I totally feel you. I cannot believe he's still alive at 2 health here. Unbelievable. Leroy would have been lethal. Innervate into Naturalize, guys. That is nuts. That is crazy. Am I ever, like, dead here? Surely I can kill him next turn. How can he resolve this board? And, like, he can trade and... He can't double trade in Spreading Plague, so he's only going to have 3 dudes for Spreading Plague, but he can kill a minion. So Spreading Plague, actually, Mind Control Tech plus Spellbreaker will allow me to get through most of a Spreading Plague, right? Most of it. He gets 3, he kills off a 7/3. Oh, just Malfurion. That unfortunately is not the same for Spreading Plague. Don't have, like, Branching Paths for heal next turn because I can't kill you. Please somehow magically play 1 more minion. He's armoring. Okay, so that's a Spellstone. Yeah, so I can't actually... I can do a little bit of damage here. Would I rather UI? It's kind of the same as Spellbreaker, right? But I get a 5/5 instead of a 4/3. Can't play Malfurion either way, at least not efficiently. So I guess UI is the right answer. I have a feeling we're going to lose this game somehow and he's going to stabilize, guys. I just have a feeling. It's just Druid doing Druid stuff, which is so stupid. And I feel like he's going to stabilize. I feel like he's going to, like, Branching Paths twice, do some sort of... Oh, no, that's too slow. That's too slow. He's going to die. We have Leroy. 7 plus 7 is 14. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess if he had some kind of Moonfire again. Okay. Woo! We're just barely hanging on in these games, guys. I mean, just barely. Like, barely hanging on. Or barely getting there is probably a better description. We always have tons of health, but just barely getting there. But hey, we ranked up. Cool. I love it. You're a better man than me. I literally got tilted for you with that MCT RNG. Well, there's 2 ways to think about it, right? The 8/8 was bad, but also the 12/12 was bad. Although, really, the 12/12... The 8/8 was almost more important because he could attack immediately and remove 2 of my minions instead of just 1. That was kind of sneaky. But anyway, we pulled it out. No worries. I've seen size 16 shoes at the shoe once. At the shoe. 16 would be pretty big too, yeah. Clothes are worse though. 6 feet 8 inches tall and can't find place to buy clothes. Have to order a lot online. Oh, I bet, man. Yeah, I'm only 6'3", so not a totally unreasonable height. Things usually just kind of fit. Sometimes sleeves will be a little short or whatever, but or sometimes like torsos will be a little short too. I feel like I look like Winnie the Pooh or something with my like shirt not quite going all the way down, but usually not too bad. Is this the same guy? No. Okay. Is it just me or did anyone get the World Games packs? I don't know what that means exactly. I got some packs for some stuff like cheering and everything, but I don't know exactly what was what, to be honest. Can you check my card now, please? Yeah, probably. Was it Aid the Enemy? 2-mana priest spell. Love the artwork. Good name. Give enemy minions. Well, you've got a typo. It says give an enemy minions. Plural, but also singular. But give an enemy minion +2 health. It can't attack until it loses that health. Intriguing. That's kind of a cool idea. Forcing can attack on enemy stuff. I haven't really seen that before. Enemy minion is correct. Okay, cool. So only one. That makes more sense. If it was multiples, that would be pretty scary. Like a crazy Frost Nova or something. Forever. Forever freeze on multiple things. I guess it's kind of like a freeze, but... yeah, it would almost be able to just read like freeze an enemy minion until it takes 2 damage or something. But no, but the wording's fine. I'm not criticizing the wording. I think that's good. Yeah, I think pressure is more important than Crypt Lord's here. I don't think Crypt Lord really does much for us. We want to chip him down because we are moving towards a coin Spiteful Summoner. Hopefully we don't get the other UI. That could be pretty bad. Crypt Lord is really good here. We're going to need the Crypt Lord to make sure that we can deny this board. He's completely shifted gears. That was an intentional piece of humor there. Do I also, in fact, now need to coin to get a hero power? I think I have to bite the bullet on this, guys. These things are so scary if you leave them up. Soul of the Forest could swing this game just super hard. And I can play a 3-drop in hero power next turn as well. This might also die to help me ramp despite losing the coins, so we'll see. The Christopher Robin movie was amazing. I do want to see that. I saw the other like Christopher Robin biopic thing, like with Margot Robbie and that other dude who's been in other movies with Margot Robbie. And I liked that, but I have not seen the new one. Quite a story there, huh? Quite a tale I told. Quite a tale I told. Explains why Obi-Wan thought he had the Force. He's schizophrenic. Man, if you start combining movie continuities and storylines together for characters, man, some actors are gonna have a wild ride. Some actors have played very different roles throughout their career. So, yeah, Spiteful looks good next turn. I mean, frankly, it might be too slow. There's no taunts. It might just leave us dead if he does something crazy here. If he builds, like, Soul of the Forest board, like I said, it could be a problem. We may not have time for this sort of thing. Although it looks like, I don't know, our Crypt Lord's at least chilling for now, right? For now. So let's see. Hopefully we get, like, what, maybe the 8/8 with Rush is still the best bet here. Not really sure. Probably run that into the Noyotron if I can. Run this into the Giggling Inventor. Mecha Dude instead. The Mecha Dude. I don't really need to necessarily kill these, right? Because if I kill them, he sort of gets to attack again. I think... I mean, killing them pre-Soul of the Forest definitely sounds good. That makes a ton of sense. But killing them post-Soul of the Forest, I don't know that it's as advantageous. Nicolas Cage, yep, that would be... Sean Bean would be dead a lot, yeah. Void Ripper's good in this deck. Yeah, I like it too. The original version we had it. This is a list off HS replay that does not. Gotta get the extra large tall shirts, man. Big and tall people get the shaft when it comes to clothes and shoes. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of both, big and tall, so I kind of do have trouble sometimes. But usually things aren't too bad. I have really short legs and a long torso. So for me, it's usually more of a... if I have a problem, it's more that the sleeve... Like, I don't have a problem with pants at all, ever. Pants are fine. It's shirts sometimes. I have longer arms and a longer torso, I think. So it's that, which is usually not too bad. I often roll up my sleeves on like button downs anyway. So I don't think that's a huge issue for me. I don't really care too much. Wow, he's deciding to trade here a little bit. That surprises me, I gotta admit. I don't... Well, I guess he maybe kind of had to. Did he miss... Something on that trade seemed to go wrong, right? That didn't look right to me. Glacial Shard's not bad. Spiteful is certainly good. And... probably play this as a taunt and hero power, right? That feels the best, actually. Don't need a Glacial Shard yet. Same dude, cool. Okay. So we've got through a Savage Roar, we've got through Soul Force, we got through Whispering Woods, we got through a Galean Veneer. What can he do next, right? Does he have more follow-up, more punish? We are going to hit an Ultimate Infestation soon for a big reload opportunity. We could also just keep playing minions. I think that's fine. They're all Kelsep buffed. So if we keep him on the back foot and keep him trading and thinking he's dead, that's going to be very, very helpful. Alfurion's scary, particularly if he has the Spooters. He has the Spooters. Spooters are a problem. Spooters kill Mecha'thun quite easily. Still, though, I mean, not like... Oh my god. Double Glacial Shard into the Spooters, guys. I love it. Do I ever hero power a guy here instead of playing Mindbreaker? I don't know. Mindbreaker's pretty good against this Malfurion. I think we just go ahead and play everything, right? And we just reload with Ultimate Infestation next turn. There's a pretty good chance he's dead, right? Like, just a good... Oh my god, even better. Pretty good chance he's just dead. Like, yeah, he can kill a Spooter, but he can't armor, he can't clear. So we have 19 damage just from these two guys. We can hit him in the face for 5. Like, even just Mecha'thun plus this is 18. So, pretty good chance we just Smork here for the win. Spreading Plague is not enough. It's only 2 minions because we froze these out. The other Glacial Shard, MVP. That is nuts good. That is so strong. Arcane Tyrant irrelevant, Wild Growth irrelevant, so that's GG. Cool. Very nice. I didn't actually miscount, right? No, I got it, okay. Very good win. Very good win. Crazy. Floop is so good. That third Spiteful is just nuts. Little surprised our opponent traded, though. I think there might have been a line where he kind of went face instead and put us on the back foot. Sometimes you can do that with these decks. Like, if we didn't have enough to kill him in, like, 1 or 2 turns, he might have just been able to flip it the other way, although we do have taunts in this deck, so he might have got punished as well. That said, Lawman dropping the sub. Sorry to take a minute there, Lawman. Got a little distracted by that game. Wanted to focus in and win that one. But appreciate the Twitch Prime sub, of course. That's like 25 subs today. We already hit a sub threshold, so everybody that subs tonight is going to be entered automatically into the next sub goal giveaway for 850. So good chance. Well, not a good chance. A chance. Probably not even a reasonable chance, but a chance to win a $20 business gift card.
Sometimes you get the nuts, sometimes you get the butts. This time was the nuts Regis Kilbin.
2018 indeed, yes. Great quote, Shield. Thanks for the 100 bits, man. And we're climbing tonight, guys. We're climbing. OMG, dude, I also have a long torso, says Rango. My wife says that the big guy was looking the other way from the conveyor belt when they made me. Looking the other way from the conveyor belt when they made me. I don't know exactly what that means, but like it took too long to attach your legs or something. I don't know. I'm trying to visualize. I don't think I understand the visualization there, the analogy. But I feel you, Rango. I feel you. Sure, I'm 6'3" tall, but I wear length 30 pants. 30. Not even 32s. 30s. It's mind-boggling.
Thanks for keeping me distracted from my losing streak. Any tips to play the aggro shaman?
There are like people
meta report. Lol.
Who are like 5'10", 5 or 6 inches shorter than me, who also wear length 30 pants. So you know my legs are short. I don't understand it. How much do you expect to stream tonight? Another hour or so. Let's see here. Niguli says, thanks for keeping me distracted. No worries. Any tips to play the aggro shaman from the off-meta report? I don't remember the deck. Can you link it to me? I don't remember looking at that one. I looked at the off-meta report, but I don't specifically remember that guy. So I'm not sure. Typically, playing aggro, the one thing people mess a lot is mulligans. You might want to revise your mulligan plan. Sometimes keeping key cards can be more important than just curve. Other times, curve can be more important. I don't know the deck to say which is better necessarily, but that is a consideration regardless. Another thing to consider is going face versus playing for the board too much. Sometimes you might just need to turn the corner and go face. It can be tough there, but I Sometimes it's just hard to give generic advice. Big T says 5'9", we're 32s. Exactly. 5'11", we're 29 by 34. So you got long legs, Sky Prime, dude. Long legs. 6'7", we're 38. Yeah, and who was it the actual tall person said they were 36 by 38s? Adam Gould. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, so silly stuff, guys. I'm 6'2", and I try buying 32s, but it's just embarrassing. Pants all bunched up at the bottom. You feel me, dude? Yes. You get too many breaks. I always get way too many breaks in my pants. Breaks being the folds at, like, near the ankles. If I get anything longer than 30, I always try to get 32s, and it just never works. 30 is right for me. It's just, I don't understand it. Have you seen the decks for HCT Fall Championship? Trunks is either going to 3-0 everybody or lose in the first round. He's bringing Zulak, Tempo Mage, and Odd Rogue. All of them are hyper aggressive, I'm guessing you were going to say. Have not looked, but that sounds crazy. I voted for Language Hacker. I didn't even look at decks, just grabbed a name, really. Didn't have any logic. It's really hard to guess that stuff. But I haven't looked at the decks. It's always curious when somebody makes a wild read or does something unique or different. It's so enjoyable to see. Alright, we gotta test these secrets. So, we're pretty sure it's gonna be... I'm pretty sure they're gonna be minion-based more than anything else, right? I suspect we're gonna find, for instance, Venom Strike and Snake. Might be a Wandering Monster, pretty common, I guess. I think what I'd like to do is Spell Break the Leok. Maybe we still trade into the Crackling. I guess if it's a Venom Strike, I feel kind of bad. We could just Spell Break this and then just go face. So maybe we go face first. See what we land on. If it's Wandering, I guess I'd probably rather this attack a little bit. It's going to go up to 6. This is more likely to kill whatever Wandering thing is, but it's also more likely to die and could potentially backfire. I don't know. I don't think it's a good answer. Could just Fungalmancer and go face, to be honest. This goes up to 8. This goes up to 5. 5 and 8 are not particularly good numbers here for these minions, but Explosive Trap changes that. Freezing Trap certainly changes that. Let's just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Wandering and, like, Venom Strike. That's my guess. Okay. Like I said. In that case, do we actually do this? I think we do. I forgot that Wandering was going to trigger the Venom Strike anyway, so this actually works out fine. Kind of leaves me in the same board state we were in previously, just... yeah, this is okay. This is fine. He does kill this, though, so I'm going to have to hero power this guy, maybe. Can still silence this dude. I don't know. Maybe this was better. Very awkward no matter what we did, perhaps. Oh, boy. Now we're very behind. I think that's just game, right? I think that's just game. Mindbreaker versus Rexar seems good. It might actually, yeah. Oh my god. I hate Twitch. I just accidentally lost a bunch of chat, guys. I'm sorry. Ugh. If you get a Twitch whisper and the person is watching you, then if you click the whisper thing, if you accidentally click where it says watching Regis Kilbin, it reloads the whole page, and I lost all of my Twitch chat. So if you said something in the last few minutes, you're gonna have to repeat it. It's gone. I don't have a backup. I can't see it. I usually set up a little backup tab. I don't have it running. So my apologies. Please just type anything again. Blame Twitch. Blame Twitch. How do I share a deck from HS Replay? They have a copy deck code button in the top left corner usually. Like underneath the main top of the page, but like near the top left corner. If you're looking at any given... It'll be like under the picture of the deck. It'll say copy deck to Hearthstone. Is there any way out of this for me? Sure don't think so. I found it. I spotted it. I blame Raynad. Me too. It's always Tempo Storm. Stub your toe, blame Twitch. No, Twitch has been good to us, guys. We can't say too much bad about Twitch, lest we get banned. Twitch has been good to me. YouTube's been good to me. They both have their problems, no doubt about it, but ultimately, we have a symbiotic, beneficial, mutual relationship. You got any good decks right now? I mean, there's a lot of good decks right now is the problem. There's actually too many. You can play so many things and still climb and still succeed. I don't have anything specifically that comes to mind, but we're playing Spiteful Druid right now. This seems okay. It's winning us some games, so maybe try Spiteful. Have you watched the Shane Dawson documentary series? I have not, Mage. No, I know who that is. but I don't watch any other videos. Twitch, we love you. You let us watch Regis. Yeah, see, that's nice. Twitch is always listening. Anytime you say Twitch, they pick it up over the AI. And they come and monitor you. Do you think that when you damage, when a damaged buff minion should be at full health when you silence it? We did just see that interaction. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good debate. I remember the very first time I ever saw that in Hearthstone. Like I felt like it was wrong. So just so we know, people know what we're talking about. Say you have a 5 health minion. You attack it down to 1 health.
Welcome.
Maybe this is, well, let's just use the example we had, because we saw an example, right? So our opponent had a 2 health minion, okay? It was at 1 health. It was missing 1 health. It went from 2 to 1, and then he buffed it, and it went up to 3, okay? It went up to 3 health because of the 2 health buff from Houndmaster. So it went from 2 to 1, back up to 3, and then we silenced it. Is it more intuitive for that minion to then get silenced down to 1 health or to 2 health? Because it was at 1 and the buff contributed 2 additional health. So if you're silencing the buff, should it go back to 1? I kind of think maybe it should, actually. Because it was at 1 health, right? Like, it's where it was. The buff added 2, so if you silence the buff, why does it go back to its full health state, not its empty health state? I don't know. Good debate. I'm a digital painter, was looking for jobs at ArtStation, and there's an open position for mobile art director at Blizzard. WoW Legends confirmed. Well, I don't think WoW Legends has been confirmed by that, but they've had a lot of job positions for mobile stuff over the past year, which is why there's been an inkling that something's coming. We just don't really know what that thing is yet. So, who knows? Who knows? Okay, so we have 2 good mind control tech targets here out of 5 total. So 40% chance here to have a good MCT and a 60% chance to have a bad MCT. We really want this, maybe? Bad MCT it is. I don't know if we're ever going to come back. This 1 Primal Fin Totem might be enough to win him the entire game. Let's see if we can get a good Fungal Mancer, maybe. If he has a whiff on turn 4, we have a possible swing opportunity. That don't seem like a whiff, though. That seems pretty good. Yeah, he probably trades in here and here. This goes down to 2. Oh, it didn't have Divine Shield. Well, that's good news, actually. Okay, that helps me some. I was expecting to see Divine Shield. That's a weird trade. Wait, what? Why? What? Can I get a sanity check? That was a weird trade, right, guys? He could have just had an extra 1/1 right now. He's not playing around mind control tech because he's still 4 minions. I can't have 3. Well, I guess I could with Floop, but I think we played... No, that was our last minion. I guess we could, technically, but not this turn. I don't know. Weird. That just looked like a mistake to me. That didn't look right to me. Well, maybe that gives me the time to swing here. I still think we're going to be behind, but God, we can try. Healing Totem doesn't help if he wants to kill one of these right away. Fungal Mancer's pretty solid next turn. Coin's looking a little... Nah. Coin's kind of floating at the moment. Anyway, though, Sad Clown dropped the Twitch Prime sub. I sound so excited to have Sad Clown. So he must have Alec here in hand, by the way. We should keep that in mind. That's my best Sad Clown. It's a sad mime instead. But Sad Clown, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Appreciate that a ton. Up to 855, guys. That's crazy. Also, Viridian or Viridin, I want to see your art, dude. Show us your art, man. I want to see some stuff. People always talk like, oh, I'm an artist, and they never link. You're probably thinking I don't want you to, but I do want you to. I'd love to see some artwork. I think that'd be awesome. Please share your stuff. Boo Diddley says, I know there's been a lot of complaints about the meta, but remember like Unguro and KFT, there's only like 3 classes. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. It's a little stale, I agree with that, but from a balance standpoint, I think it's really, really good. One of the best we've ever had. Oh, there's the link from Viridin. Perfect. Oh, nope, that's the link to the job listing. Well, okay. Similar. similar. What are there any details in this that give us an indication like what might be in the game? I don't know. The other kind of counterpoint to the video I made today is that if they're still just working through hiring these sorts of people, they're definitely not ready to announce a game for BlizzCon yet. So that points against our suggestion, right? I gotta kill this, don't I? It hurts, but I have to. I mean, I guess I'm not that worried about taking 6 damage. I mean, it doesn't literally hurt that bad, but it kind of hurts a little. This also needs to die, but this also needs to die. I guess the spell damage is really not that threatening against us, though. Let's do this. Could also kill this to deny it from hitting, but it's not doing much with a hit. Flame Tongue Totem would help it certainly a little bit, but if he's trying to run in Flame Tongue Totems, this would die to the trade on the Crypt Lord anyway, so that feels fine. We have Coin, we have Spiteful, we have Malfurion, we have Ultimate Infestation to reload. There's a good chance we can still go long against this deck. He's 1 turn away from Alakir, so this is the turn we need to pay attention to what a likely Alakir could look like and how Alakir could beat us. Like, for instance, Sir Knight Chang'ang does not line up particularly well against Alakir, but we don't really have anything that does either. This might be a good turn to play Spiteful Summoner or Malfurion, for instance, to discourage the Alakir value. Seems like he doesn't have a lot to do at the moment. What kind of cards do we think he has? One of these over here is Alakir. Probably this one. Might have something like a Hex. Probably has... This is the Hex. It's gonna Hex the 1/6. It's not a Hex. Not a great play for him, though. Yeah, he does kind of have to bite the bullet there a little bit, huh? Doesn't feel very good. Doesn't feel very good. Gives me a good hero power, potentially. Keleseth is certainly something I want to play. I guess we'll go ahead and Mindbreaker. Like I said before, we just don't have a good... Well, we can play Greedy Sprite instead. I just don't want to play something that plays into Alakir. Just want to dodge the Alakir value. Mindbreaker doesn't help us if he's going to be Alakiring anyway, so we might as well just play the Greedy Sprite. I guess that does potentially give him a pretty good Primal Fin play, though. Could coin the Chain Gang, but that's the same spot we're in. Maybe we Hero Power and play Mindbreaker anyway, just because the stats are a little better. The stats line up a little better. Because he's going to have this 1/1 that will presumably get to attack. Okay, this is fine. I like this, okay. I think it should silence the buff and have it be at the state before the buff. I think I agree. Problem is that a non-silent, or the problem is that then a silence minion could become less than its original health and kill it. That's true. That's a good point. You could maybe just bottom it out at 1 every time then, if you didn't want it to kill it. Although you could also maybe kill it. I don't know. Not even sure that's that bad. I got a new job at Apple. Congrats, Brayton, dude. That's awesome. Apple's fantastic. I mean, I'm not an Apple user. I don't have any Apple products, but it's a great company. Very large, very successful. Stock is good. If you got any stock, good for you. Congrats on that. Okay, Hagatha is scary, but ultimately not the worst board to Hagatha for us. Like, you know, we have a lot of cards that we don't want to get Hagatha, and I wouldn't say that those were them, like Chain Gangs and all these things. Also, his hero power is currently inactive. He doesn't actually benefit from this thanks to the Mindbreaker. So he has to kill this before he gets any freebie spells, which he can with Fire Elemental. We still think he has an Alakir. Lich King will just silence, that's fine. Probably don't need to kill it, do I? We could also UI it, though, actually. That's not too bad. We have Coin UI. It's pretty good. Unless I see, like, a Spiteful. Okay. If I do the Spiteful, I might have to trade in my boys, though. I'm not sure I feel that a lot, because I might lose this. But if I don't play the Spiteful, I probably have a good chance of getting a UI off of the UI and losing the UI. And I can't do both of these. We could honestly just play Leroy to take a trade, or even just Leroy Face. Like Spellbreaker Leroy Face. It's not a bad play. Or just, you know, Spellbreaker Pass isn't even that bad. Or Spellbreaker Kill the Lich King isn't even that bad. If we got the 8/8 rush guy off of this, I guess I'd feel pretty good about it. I just don't think I can leave the Lich King up for 2 turns. So we could hero power the Lich King, I guess. That's an alternative too, right? This is 5/7. That would leave this up. We'd hero power the Lich King. We'd have a giant dude. Still fairly susceptible to Hex, though. So I don't know how much committing to the Spiteful Summoner feels good. Oh, no, I can't hero power the Lich King because I have the, I have the Mindbreaker. All right, we're going to do this. This breaks our deck a lot, but again, because of Hex, I don't know how good I feel about Spitefuls anyway. Overcommitting to them is not that great. We get a 5/5 regardless. We clear an 8/8. There's still a lot of value to be had from this play. Get a ton of resources. So, frankly, right now, Spiteful's not dead. We still have the UI in hand. So, kind of lucky there. And he still gets no Hagatha value. Like, this thing is doing a work right now. We've already killed 1 spell. This is a 3-mana 2/5 that said destroy 2 spells now. It now has read destroy 2 spells. How good is that? That's insanely good. Trade. Spiteful's good. Could even squeeze in like a Glacial Shard if we need to. I think we're pretty safe from Wideboard removal here. Like, we might have something from Lich King, but no Hagatha cards yet. What is this? What is this from? Is this the Lich King card? It must be. What is this? Yeah. Oh, and then we still think that's an Alakir, by the way. I feel like he had a good Alakir this turn. Maybe not. Maybe he had some other Divine Shield card that we're not expecting. I'm not sure. Still, this has already destroyed 3 spells. How insanely good is that? Oh, this is a good draw. This is a great draw. This lets me get the Spiteful off, and let's see if we get the 8/8, because we might want to utilize that instead of the 5/5 here. Cannot believe we still have the UI in deck. That's so convenient. So lucky. No 8/8, okay. All right, good board, guys. Good board. Hex does a little, but not enough. And the Mindbreaker doing God's work. And there's the link from Rerun. Let's check it out. Patrick Augusto. Oh, dude, cool stuff. I love it, man. Fantastic stuff. Very cool. We have some great artists in the community. I'm always impressed, guys. Always impressed. Very cool. Very, very cool. What is this deck? This is a Spiteful Druid, and it is demolishing people thanks to... Imagine how frustrated he must be that his Hagatha got basically 0 value. That is so funny. Let's catch up with chat some. With the current meta, I'm just happy that every archetype, control, combo, and aggro, and every class is viable. Yeah, I think there's some that are a little more struggling a little more, but yeah, I tend to agree with that sentiment. I think that's mostly correct. There are a lot of viable classes and ways to play in a lot of decks. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of the most popular decks are holdovers from previous expansions. So in other words, a lot of the same kind of archetypes or decks are still around. So odd paladin, odd rogue, even shaman, or well, yes, even shaman, even warlock. So in other words, Boomsday really didn't add a whole lot of diversity to the kinds of decks you're playing. It added some cards here and there, certainly. It added some fresh new cards, but it didn't really add much to the breadth. It's always a hard word. Breadth. It's a hard word to say. I hope you guys know what I mean. Like, you're playing the same kinds of decks just with a few new cards, and I think that's a bit problematic. Now, that said, I think a lot of people don't recognize that one way to fix that problem is by playing your own weird stuff. If you play your own weird stuff sometimes, you don't need your opponent's stuff to be different, because you still are creating new interactions and new dynamics because you're playing the weird deck. So you're still seeing things from a totally different perspective and having these new interactions. Some people they complain that they only play the same decks, but then they also play the same decks. And I know that's hard because the same decks are good and you want to play good decks. But you are at least partially culpable, I'd say. Like, at least a little bit responsible for how that works. Because you can make the game more about fun than success if you choose to. Not everybody wants that path, so I'm not saying you have to. I'm not judging you for it, just something to consider. Something to think about. Do you think that you will get into Legend today? Definitely not today, Al. No, it'll still take a few days. Although we are finally gaining some ground.
Regis, can you confirm that Smork plus HS18 Huffer plus HS18 Leroy equals HS18 Legend 1?
Let me... Yes, I can confirm. Confirmed. The data scientist himself right here, the Hearthstone data guy, confirms. Smork plus SH18 Huffer plus SH18 Leroy equals S18 Legend 1. 100% confirmed. Are those emotes? I don't even know. It is. Okay. It's like, I don't know what those are, but I can confirm. 100% confirmed. Okay. This is an awfully big board. I don't really want to commit to Malfurion only because of Spreading Plague. It's just a little, and yeah, don't really need to right now. Have plenty of board pressure, have a silence for taunts. We might eventually, but what do we have? We have 12 plus 11 is 23. Like, look at that insane curve! The biology project! Thank you. Absolutely bonkers, man. We just ran over that dude. That dude just got demolished. What are we at tonight with this deck? I feel like we're winning now. We're climbing some ranks for sure. Today with Spiteful Druid, we are at 10 and 5, 67%. Pretty good ladder deck. Pretty good. Still playing Togwaggle Druid from Kobolds and Catacombs. There you go. Why is carry the 2 such a common I'm doing math statement? I don't know. I don't think I've ever carried a 2, but if that's the kind of, you know, physical representation of doing math that other people recognize, I think that's the good one to use, right? Guess I'm gonna use it too. Can you bless my Tavern Brawl card pack? I cannot, but RNGesus himself can. I think I probably got green screen showing, don't I? A little bit. Let's hide it. Let's hide it. I don't know why. All my camera stuff moved. Let's do that now. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. When I got the new monitor set up, all my camera stuff moved over a little bit and like messed up. Okay, now it's fixed. Greetings indeed. And your pack has hereby been blessed, Mr. British Dinosaur. No Apple products. Might have to leave. I'm a hardware engineer. I have 50 shares in Apple. I never said I didn't own Apple stock. I said I have no Apple products. I don't actually own any share in Apple currently, but I did a year and a half, 2 years ago. Sold too early, but what are you gonna do? Made some money regardless. Is that something we have to punish right now with Druid of the Scythe, or can we just wait and bide our time and let it kind of die slowly? Probably can let it die a little slowly. I'm kind of worried about this being like a buff priest, maybe. The deck from the off-meta report is here, Regis. All right, let's check it out. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I see it. Oh, you already linked it to me. Got it. Oh, shoot. I have that open. My apologies, dude. Aggro Shaman, Cult Master, Firefly, Argent Squire, Bloodlust, Thunderhead, Unbound Elemental. Oh, I do remember looking at this. Yeah, because I liked it because we've built a few Thunderhead-esque decks, and I liked how this one kind of played it. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, as far as tips for it, though, I still don't know if I have any tips for you. I would say that don't be scared to reload, maybe. Like, sometimes losing a board's okay because Thunderhead's so good at reloading, so that you can create kind of weird board states late in the game where you still build a big wide board of stuff and Bloodlust helps you secure a win. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't know what other tips I'd have. I feel like the Rock Biter weapons are kind of weird in this deck. You don't have like a Wind Fury thing to synergize with them, do you? I guess they're still good with Electra, though. So never mind. They kind of make sense. Jeez, man. Play all the cards, dude. Almost Mind Control tech, but not quite. Can go for the Druid of the Scythe here. Maybe just trade Hero Power. Just play this as a 2/4 taunt. Not in a giant rush to do anything yet. It's really the Spiteful that we're looking for at the moment. Looking towards the Spiteful eventually. It doesn't have any great resurrects yet, so that's good to know, but of course Xeric's Cloning Gallery is always going to be a problem. We can maybe Mind Control tech as Xeric's Cloning, but I don't think we have any ways to like really punish that. So we're probably just gonna die. We could try to play for Malfurion and get like a ton of armor to survive the burst. I don't think like the early Smork plan is going very well. We're not. He's still at 30. It's turn 5. So that plan doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. The blessing worked. Mr. British Dinosaur got no way. That did not work. Uploaded 2 minutes ago. No way. That's a legit screenshot. Lord Jiraxis and a golden Alexstrasza, dude. That is nuts. I honestly can't believe that's real. Wow, man. Very well done. Go Holy Broad, Orange Jesus, thank you. That is an insane pack. Cool cards too. See ya, Shield. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the bits and all the love as always, man. Have a good night. I know it's getting late. Super sad about Telltale Games shutting down. I was super excited to see The Walking Dead final season. Yeah, it's weird. They made good games. I think everybody agreed. I think they had a bit of a marketing problem, though. I didn't even really know this until I was reading, kind of the reactions. There were a ton of people, like, on Reddit threads and just across the internet who were like, they made a Guardians of the Galaxy game? I had no idea. It's like, they made a Game of Thrones game? I had no idea. It's like, clearly the word about their games is just not getting out. And, I mean, that's got to be the responsibility of the company to some extent. Like, yes, you hope things kind of move organically and people hear about stuff just, through the vine and so on and so forth. But you have to take responsibility at some point. And it sounds like they dropped the ball a little bit, just getting the word out about their games. You got to spend money to make money. So I don't know if it's a budgeting issue or just a focus issue. A lot of people were saying they had basically a quantity over quality side of things too. That might be the case as well. It's harder to market lots of different things if you can focus in on one instead. So something went wrong along the way. It seems pretty apparent to me as far as getting the word out. So I'm not incredibly surprised in hindsight, but I was definitely surprised to hear it at the time. I didn't realize there was any troubles. And I haven't played that many Telltale games, to be honest, but I absolutely adored the first Walking Dead, the first whatever episodes, right? I didn't play all of them, but the ones I did, I played through the first like full season or whatever, the first full campaign, and adored it. It was great. It was super awesome. Maybe we should mind control tech first, right? Because we actually don't mind getting this. I don't really want to silence it if we get it. Okay, well that's way less exciting. It's not very good. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I sort of forgot that was a thing. I think it's still probably the right play overall, but sort of forgot that was gonna happen. So we're putting basically everything in his pool here for the resurrect, and he probably has at least 2 resurrects incoming, but we kind of have to, I think. Just have to deal with all that stuff. Any one of those given things being left out causes problems for us. Also, this is just an awkward board. Spirit Lash is not bad. Spirit Lash certainly not bad. But a lot of mid-sized things. He doesn't really want a Psychic Scream, this sort of board, probably. He did use one Psychic Scream already, too. So as soon as he does do the second Psychic Scream, we can assume he has no other ones. Although, no, he doesn't. He does have another Xeric Cloning Gallery, though. That's something to keep in mind. That one was from the Shadow Vision, so I'll have to think about that. Oh, yours run Bloodlust, cousin of Doomhammers. That makes the Rockbiter make way more sense. That makes it way more sense. But still, I think my advice was still relevant and still applies. Just, that was one thing to consider. They made too many games compared to how much they marketed. Yeah, that sounds like a very reasonable interpretation to me. Alright, we can trade here. Hit the Velen, I guess. I don't know. Still in a weird spot. I actually get a coin here that would enable me to... Or 2 coins, I guess. No, a coin. It's 1 coin. I don't have anything I really want to play anyway, though. So, 1 more Spellstone incoming, and another Xerix, and 2 Eternal Servitudes. I just don't see us getting there. I think he's stabilized long before we're going to be able to build an intimidating board. I don't know that we're like dead to a combo, but I think eventually just the minions on board, just the raw value of those minions is going to hurt us. It's a pretty weak Shadow Essence, I guess. This Servitude's scary, though. Lots of bad things in this. Malagos being one of the primary ones. We can silence any given thing, but... Man. This is so good with Spirit Lash, for instance. Not that you'd want to do it now, but you can. Mindbreaker doesn't really help me. Serenite, I mean, Crypt Lord, Serenite 7 doesn't really help. I want to spell break the Malagos, probably. This is also a good spell break target because it takes a lot of stats out of play, but particularly this because of the AoE potential it presents is very, very, very scary. So this is 7. Like, I don't have any 10 mana turn. I guess I can coin out an extra 3 drop. That's probably fine. Or an extra 4 drop, I should say. This is sort of my last big board, I'd say. Anything out from here is going to get really expensive to play. 9 damage on board. He can clear both of these. This goes down to 9. How do I ever kill that Malagos without feeling just immensely terrible about it? We are, I mean, technically at a fatigue advantage, I guess. I don't know. Xerix is cool. I like that this deck is good. 2.0 for Prushazar. Murloc the Wise. 3 mana 2/2 this time. Still a Murloc. Battlecry, return a friendly Murloc to your hand, and summon a random minion with cost equal to its attack. Ah, here we go. Now that's more intriguing. That might have actually went too far the other way due to due to things like buffs from maybe just a minion of its cost instead of its attack. Somewhere in the middle. Does that make sense? Putting it somewhere in the middle instead of kind of going both ways with it? I'm not sure. I gotta kill this. It can Malfurion, I guess, but it feels bad. I think UI is really our best bet. It changes the fatigue math, but... Alright, so what does this dude have that's gonna destroy us still? A lot of good cards. A lot of things. many things that will destroy us here. Psychic Scream, though, potentially does put me ahead in fatigue again, but I really don't think fatigue is how this game's gonna resolve. I think this game is coming down to a Spellstone eventually that kills me, right? Or he's got one more Shadow Essence, one more Eternal Servitude, and one more Spellstone, and one more Xerix. Now, the other Xerix probably won't be too bad at this point, because he's drawn through a lot of his deck. I can't imagine it's too punishing. Lyra's really good, though. How do I deal with that Lyra? I don't have any way to deal with Lyra. This has Taunt, not Rush. I can't do a Mind Control tech, unfortunately. So Lyra seems like she's just there. What did I burn? A Chain Gang. That doesn't really matter. I cannot believe that Lyra is going to live. That's just game. I can't let that Lyra live. It's so much value. Oh, boy. I guess this is technically the best to freeze because it threatens my taunt, right? Alright, these are not optimized plays at all, guys. We got some major problems. A full turn Lyra is nightmarish, to say the least. At least he doesn't have a discount guy. Maybe he does in hand, though. We'll see. Big T with a big wisdom. I missed it. What was the big wisdom? What was the big wisdom? I missed it. Was it stock related? I seem to remember Big T talking about stock or something. I don't know. Oh, there's Big T. I was looking for a different color name. I still don't see Big T's big wisdom. I missed it. It's gone. It's gone. Regis discovered your YouTube channel last week. First time in the stream. Loving it. Thanks, Arius, dude. Appreciate that. That's awesome to hear. Just put together a Jiraxis deck. Going in a comp to see how it works. Dude, I wish Jiraxis would come back so hard. I love Jiraxis so much. Spirit Lash into Shadow Madness. I still don't have an answer to Lyra. Well, I do now with Malfurion, I guess, unless he hero powers it, which he almost certainly will. Almost certainly will. He's going to hero power the Malagos instead. Makes sense. He doesn't know I have a He doesn't know I have a Malfurion. That actually does make a lot of sense. I can see that being a reasonable thing to do. I can play Spiders here. The problem is another Spirit Lash. I think we're pretty likely to see a Spirit Lash, and it is buffed right now, remember, due to the, you can't see it at the moment, but there's a Blood Mage Thanos on board. So I think even though it's a little worse kind of immediately for long-term planning, I think the taunts are slightly more advantageous. We can start gaining armor now that potentially puts us out of range of like combo shenanigans with Mind Blasts. He has one more Lich King card, no, but he has a bunch of random priest cards, or at least a couple. He's got still one servitude. This game is just inevitably we're going to lose, but we have to try. Like, we have to try. These are some pretty big Mind Blasts right now, even. What are they each dealing? 12, 24 damage Mind Blasts right now. Holy Smites as well on my minions. That's fine, as long as they're not going face. That was maybe a freebie. No, that was a real one. Okay, so his damage output pretty significantly reduced. We have also seen the... Have we seen both Shadow Visions cards? No, he's only played one real Shadow Visions, which was into the Xerix. So there could potentially be 3 Mind Blasts as a possibility, which makes this, again, a nightmarish sort of play. And still no Mind Control tech value either. We can Root of the Sight this now in Hero Power. It's 5 mana. Could just play... Scalebane, I guess. I hate it. I hate it. We take a lot of damage, but I think we have to, right? We could double rush, but then I lose a good play, so I don't really like that either. 6/6 is contesting that minion for now, at least. Down to 31, though, so damage output, again, pretty scary. We would be much, much safer at like 85, 90. My friend's sister got bullied by a person in middle school who's now coming to my friend's high school. My friend has pulled as many strings as possible to ruin her life. Am I a bad person for encouraging her and laughing along? Probably not necessarily a bad person, but I don't know that egging it on is generally going to make anybody better. Usually people who bully have some sort of issue or problem or something in their life that's problematic, and I'm not saying that makes them, you know, immune to criticism or immune to critique, but generally speaking, I think my path has been to kind of feel sorry for those people more so than, like, you know, egg it on or make it worse or get revenge or anything like that. I usually just feel bad for them. But, you know, I don't know the situation. Everybody's got different approaches. Just don't do anything crazy, and it's high school, it'll eventually go away. It's sort of an advice piece too. My high school recently started an esports group. Nice, you've inspired me to do Hearthstone for it. I have a chance to get a 1K scholarship because of you. Wow, Bouquets, that's awesome, dude. Good luck. I wish they had that stuff when I was in school. I mean, esports were but a mere figment of most people's imagination, I guess, at that point. Do I still really have Ultimate Infestations in my deck? No. What is wrong with my deck tracker? Why is it showing so much weird stuff? Why isn't it up to date, guys? What's going on here? I can't kill this. I guess I'm dead, right? I don't have a taunt either, so I'm probably just taking a ton of damage. What do I do? There's nothing to do. We're just dead. We're just dead. Can't leave Malagos up, guys. We're just dead. Spirit Lash clears my board. Mind Blasts do a ridiculous amount of damage. They may not kill me outright, but by God, they're gonna get close. Why is my deck tracker so screwed up? I don't know what's in my deck anymore. I still miss the Big T Wisdom. How am I not seeing it in chat? Am I, like, blind? Am I going insane? I don't see the name. I don't know what's going on. It's gone. I'm sorry. Somebody's gonna have to paste it again. I'm way behind now. Is Grand Archivist really good? I have the feeling that it often does nothing. It is, actually. It's pretty good. It honestly often does a lot. This game's not a good example, but usually it feels just really good to play it on turn 8. You get a 5/5 and a 4/7, which is a really big stat total. You get 5 cards reloaded into your hand, because often this deck doesn't really win from the initial push with Spiteful Summoner. Usually your opponent can kind of stall out or has some sort of answer. It's often that second wave where you just reload with a giant mountain of stuff again. That's where they typically fall a little short. It's like, oh, he just played another, like, 6 minions and he has a full hand. And it's like they just can't quite keep up with all those different instances of pressure. So, in my experience, it actually does go pretty long way. Pretty long way. Alright, we're gonna do our very best here to try to keep these two guys alive before we play anything else. Because we want to kill both of these minions, right? And This is the better attack because I want to attack Malagos with the 6-2. Well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's arbitrary. They both have to attack. Okay, cool. That worked. We lost a little baby guy. Nice. Both almost a fatigue, but our opponent, again, still has a Spellstone. How do I answer? Well, I mean, Mind Control Tech is a decent answer to Spellstone, potentially. Okay. Here it is. Oh, that's a pretty bad Spellstone, actually. Only the Prophet Velen there is powerful. So, oh my god, if we had Velen off this Mind Control Tech, we might be able to win, guys. We might be able to win. Let's kill the 2-1, or the 1-1, and then Mind Control Tech. Oh, I'm actually just dead. Almost. Okay. Cool. That's not what I expected. Oh my god. Alright, so we gotta think about this, right? We actually have to be pretty sneaky here to stay alive, I think. Can't kill him, so we have to stay alive, which means we have to clear the board and armor up, because we know that he has 2 damage from Mind Spike. So I actually do have to armor up, which means I need to kill my own Mind Breaker. So the problem is, if I Mind Control Tech and I get the Velen, my Mind Breaker can't die. So I have to kill my Mind Breaker first, which means I have to run it into the Velen. But even then, do I have enough left to... I don't have enough left to answer the board, do I? I think I always leave him with like 4 damage. Oh, man. I don't know what to do, guys. What do? I have to... MT Fungalmancer Hero Power. That's the only line, but... I don't think that's enough, right? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm not thinking about it. We have to do this first. We have to trade here first. I don't think this gets there. Oh, it's not. Oh no, I goofed. Oh, I'm stupid. It didn't matter anyway because I couldn't kill everything. But it went to 8. It went to 8. How did it go to 8? Oh, it's Kel'Thuzad buffed. It was already at 6 and it went to 8. So wait a minute. If I buffed over here, I could have traded into the Velen. He still would have had 4 damage left. So I was dead anyway. Right? Because if we traded into... Yeah, we were dead anyway. If we buffed over there, we had to trade into the Velen because we didn't get the Velen. I mean, if we'd gotten the Velen, we could have lived. Because we didn't get the Velen, we obviously had to kill the Velen, which means we had to trade our 3-4 into the Velen. You know what, actually, we should have done maybe is not traded in the 1-2. We might have been better off leaving up the Blood Mage Thalnos and just playing for the 20% instead of the 25%, because we could have used the buff on the 1-2 to kill an additional 2-3 minion. Now let's see, if we could have gotten the Velen and an additional 2-3, he would have had a 2-2, he would have had a 0 power, and he would have had a 1-1. We would have only been able to get to 5 health, so he still would have been able to kill us on board. I don't think there was a line there that actually kept us alive, was there? Is there ever a line there? Except getting the Velen. Well, even then, maybe not even enough. Because the Mindbreaker actually ended up punishing us more than it helped. Ah, man, that's tough. That's tough. I started out playing Magic the Gathering, and I love the game, but Arena is not good in my opinion. UI is kind of ugly, and I'd rather just use the physical cards. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Man, that's fine. MTG is a physical card game at heart. Like, that's where it started. That's what, you know, that's what made it successful. I don't think there's any shame in continuing to play it that way. It feels a little weird to me to do Arena at all. They know their business better than I do, so I can't say anything, but if I was going to play MTG, I think I'd want to play it in person. Like, I have a digital card game. There are other ones I think make more sense because they were digital first, as opposed to sort of trying to adapt a physical into a digital space. Building it digital first gives you a lot of advantages about how you design the game. So it feels a little backwards to go the other way. Not that it's bad, just I think they can be distinct and coexist, you know. I don't think they have to be the same thing. I really do like the idea of getting a Mindbreaker out right now. Let's see, is he on? No, let's get a Mindbreaker. His hero power is very valuable early in the game. Almost wish I could have played it last turn. Still can curve out, so not a huge risk as far as like losing our place. Somebody sent this Jiraxis deck. Sorry it took me a while to look at it here. It has Gul'dan and Jiraxis, which I love. So greedy. Summoning Portal. That's pretty nuts. Phantom Militia. Surprised you don't have Glinda Crowskin in here to work some more shenanigans. To work more shenanigans with summoning portals and stuff. Get that echo silliness happening. But looks cool. I don't really know if I understand the summoning portals altogether, to be honest. I feel like there's not all that much they're going to be doing, maybe? Seems like they might not be doing a lot. Well, this sure doesn't feel very good. Maybe we just ignore that. I think maybe we trade the 3-1 in and just ignore it. Do we can kill it if we want. I don't really feel like it's good, though. If I don't kill it, though, the problem is Shroom Brewer. So, I don't know. It feels bad, but whatever. I need a Spiteful Summoner. Our hand is pretty bad right now. We do have answers to Hooked Reavers, which is good, but I need more than that. We need pressure, we need output, we need damage, we need kills, we need threats. I am going face because we have the Spellbreaker, so I'm not as worried about Hooked Reavers as we might typically be. If our hand looked differently, we might be holding some face attacks at the moment. If we had like a Spiteful and less pressure, or less push through, then we might not do that. But for now, I think it's good. Is this the last match? Probably not yet. Depends on how long it goes, I guess. But I think we'll probably have time for one more after this. Leaving me a good trade here, perhaps. Defile is not very good, so this almost certainly will live. Glacial Shard is bad. Man, guys, our turns suck today right now in this game. This game, not today. We've had some good games today, but right now. We needed a Spiteful Summoner. We're probably going to have to play Archivist next turn just to get our hand refilled and get some threats on board, because otherwise we're going to fall behind too much. Like, our hand right now is so weird. It's just awkward hand. We can stop a big threat, which is nice with the Glacial Shard, but just not much power happening in this hand. Okay. Do we ever trade both of these in to increase the odds that this gets hit? The 1-3 just not that relevant right now. The 1 face damage, I guess, is okay, but, you know, well, I guess it doesn't change that much, right? Right now it's 1 out of 5, and we go to 1 out of 4. It's like a 5% increase. I don't think it's worth. I think having this minion's kind of valuable. I also don't think I want a Glacial Shard yet either, because this is fine running into the 4-7. I don't care about that. This makes the odds even worse, and the 5-5 that gets summoned as well is going to trade into this. So we have a few different ways that 6-5 lines up. So that's why I like trading in the 1-1, but the 1-3 I think unnecessary. This will hit the 1-3 almost indefinitely, like inevitably. The 4-7 instead. That's okay too. Keleseth and a Floop is kind of cool. It's maybe a little late in the game for that, but not necessarily. We still do have 12, 13 minions, and could potentially get quite a few of them in play before this game ends. Because we have Malfurion, so we have some stall tactics now. So getting these Keleseth buffs, I think, will actually add up to quite a bit of value. Let's see what happens to the board and stuff. We may end up silencing our own Archivist if we can't trade it into something, because I don't want a second Ultimate Infestation right now. Thankfully, he plays a minion I can trade into. That's really handy. I like that a lot. In both cases, this is also a minion I can trade into. That's equally fine. Do we ever Malfurion this turn and play Ping? Double Keleseth the 6 mana. That leaves me with 4. Could silence this and trade into the Greymane. That leaves me with only 1 silence for a Hooked Reaver, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. I could also go for like a double Fungalmancer right now, but that's not very good. I think we get the Keleseth going. I think that's right. And then let me see what the board state looks like after we do this, and we'll figure that out. And again, I do really think this is worth. With 12 cards remaining, and it's still quite a bit of punch on these. I think committing 1 Spellbreaker is alright. I think it's alright. We've got the other, so he might think he's a little safer to play like a Lich King or something right now. Mind Control Text also can contribute to removing threats from his board. And beyond that, if we just have big minions, you know, Fungal Mancers and stuff, also just push through Hooked Reavers. So just stats alone are often enough to get through one Hooked Reaver. He's not even on Hooked Reavers yet, so it's not even a consideration to make. He's at 20 still, but just to think about. Leroy does 8 damage right now, which is really scary. That's good. Really high. He has Hellfires. He has Defiles still, as far as removal is concerned. He does commit to the Lich King. That's right. Okay. Silence and a freeze on the Lich King might not be too bad here. Oh my god, Spiteful is still active. I guess Hero Power Trade is good then. You can definitely take 8 damage. Spiteful still active. This is bonkers. I cannot believe we're this far into the game and Spiteful is... And it's a 6/6, which is good on its own right. That's fantastic news. I guess if I get the 8/8 guy, I might run it in. It's not an 8/8 guy. I'm cool with face tanking Lich King. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good answers. 18 on board. Malfurion in hand is 21, so representing lethal right now. I bet I'm really behind on chat. Not that bad, actually. Whoa, we lost a lot of viewers. Did somebody go online, Crip or something? What's the deal? We went from like 220 to 177. What happened there? Doom Pact. Oh, sneaky good. He killed a Twilight Drake and a Mossy Horror. Okay. Spellbreaker again. He's still not on Hooked Reavers, so I honestly feel like this Spellbreaker feels so good, right? Like, I may regret this later when I'm looking for face damage, but I don't know. He got some good burns in that Doom Pact. We don't really care about Mossy Horror or Twilight Drake, so he didn't lose like Hooked Reavers, he didn't lose Gul'dan. He must have a Gul'dan in hand, or I don't think he would have committed to that. Maybe I didn't see Gul'dan now. He's only got a couple demons, but he just needs stuff to do. You can't do Hooked Reavers yet, so. Some people say, I'm good at this game. Not many, but occasionally. Very, very occasionally, people say that. Do I kill that or ignore that? I think we... Glacial Shard it, right? Only downside with these sorts of things is I don't want to play too hard into like a Defile. Or even like a Hellfire Defile. I don't know that I have a great way to play around it's the problem. This goes down to 3 if I trade here, it gives him a ping. This goes to 1. Maybe if I just don't put anything to 1, it's not a problem. Maybe we leave both of these at 3 because this hero power is 3 anyway. Is Fungal Mancer better in that scenario then? Fungal Mancer here. Yeah, let's do that. This is fine. This is fine. Pretty intimidating. Oh, that's the worst target. The 2/2 is probably the best target, right? I like this line okay, though. I don't think it's too problematic for... Maybe... Oh my god, actually, did I play into Defile worse? He's got a 1/2/3 now. Maybe I made it worse. He's gonna Defile clear with the Shroom Brewer. Great. I spent 10 minutes trying to stop that. I mean, the Shroom Brewer I didn't calculate for, right? That's kind of a variable we didn't account for. So I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can put too much on that. The Shroom Brewer was sort of a... an extra consideration there. I think we gotta go for 1/5 taunts, right? Because of his hero power, that's too intimidating. And we do have Fungal Mancers, so even the 1/5 sticking around can chip up to quite a bit of value. Now that said, he has 1 Mountain Giant, he has 1 Dread Infernal, he has 1 Shroom Brewer, 1 Homunculus, 2 Hooked Reavers still that are scary. And I don't have a great set of cards to finish this game right now. He's healing a ton. My hero power does start to keep up with his, but ultimately I need more pressure than I have. Fungal Mancer's my best draw. Chain Gang is probably okay too. If I Chain Gang, I can't do this and hero power, so probably just play one of these in hero power, right? I don't know, this is gonna be tough. We are not out of the woods. Nether Reaper, 5 mana, 6/2 custom demon with Rush. Battlecry, destroy all imps on the battlefield and gain +1 health for each imp. Intriguing. The fact that it's Rush, I don't know how advantageous that is, but I like it. I like the risk reward. It's pretty cool. Custom card idea for Pally, I'll check that out. Kazel Cub. Citadel Castellan. 3 mana 3/4 Divine Shield. If you mulligan this minion, give it charge and +2 attack. Ah, intriguing. That's really good with like the tutor card. I can't think of the name of the tutor card, but the one that allows you to find a Divine Shield minion. Might not be on curve, but that's it's a neat design. I think that's fair, but strong. Fair, but strong. So, thankfully, 16 is kind of a magic number here. He can't quite go down. Oh, man, split them resources, Scalebanes. These are very big deals, man. We need you to split them resources, dude. I also need my opponent to play 4 minions, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Not ever. There's the hooked boy we were talking about. Finally, the Hellfire opened that up for him, which sucks for us. Can I set up any sort of guarantee with like a ultimate infestation or anything, guys? Like if I hit him in the face for 5 right now, he goes down to 11, right? I don't think I can. I don't think we can set up any guarantees yet. Let's go as wide as we can and freeze this and try to set up maybe I shouldn't say as wide as we can, but fairly wide. I can't attack this because taking 7 right now is way too spooky. I don't know. Gul'dan has been off the charts value. This hero power is insane. It's setting up removal, and of course he's healed for, what, 20? 15 at least, probably? So he's probably functionally at 1 health right now. What is that, Spellstone? That's not good. I don't need my minions dying. I need them living. Oh, he's at 23. Oh, boy. That doesn't matter, but play 4 minions, please. Please, sir. Play 4 minions. I gotta do this, guys. It hurts. It hurts really bad. It hurts so freaking bad, but I don't have a choice. We're just, you know, we're on a race here, basically, to somehow get enough stuff on board to set up a Leroy hero power kill. That's 11 damage, so if enough stuff lingers around here, like if 6 damage lingers, that's 17, which won't be enough, but kind of gets close. This looks like a Defile. Maybe? I don't know. Shroom Brewer again. So we have 8 going face. We have 0 going face. No, we can still send some face. With Druid of the Scythe plus trade. Which means I should play this for the stats probably. Okay, so what is Fungalmancer plus Leroy right now? Is it enough if 2 minions survive? Which could very well happen. He's going to go to 23. I'm going to have 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 4 is only 18. So not quite there yet. Oh my god. Defile plus Spellbreaker. Nope. That ain't how the math works, but still very good. One more minion! That's all I need! So I gotta worry about being dead myself here now. I gotta worry about being dead myself. So he has 6 and I'm taking 4. So he's got 10 total damage this turn. He's got both Hellfires down. If I hit him to 23, he pings up to 23 again. I have 6 plus 8 plus 4 is 18. I'll still be shy. I still won't have it. So I think that means I have to armor up, right? And try to find it the turn after. I can't set up a 2-turn here. And in fact, he probably hits my 6/6 and trades in the 3/2. If that happens, if he goes here and pings here, I have 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 4 is 15. He's going to be at 23, so I'll be 8 shy, so I still won't have it.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
I don't know. I can't. I don't actually know. They're both risky for different ways. But I think we have to go for the win, right? We only have like 1 or 2 more turns, so I need some sort of just incredible backfire here to find a win somehow. Homunculus doesn't change. He does kill the 6/6 as we suspected. I think this means I got to trade in a little bit with a Fungalmancer. So next turn I'm taking 5. So I actually do have to heal, or otherwise I'm dead. Right? So I gotta play this for the stats. Because I'm taking 5, so I have to heal, which means I have... He kills 4-1, I have 7, plus 5 is 12, 23, but he's gonna be at 24. So I lose by 1 HP. Only if he hits the 3-2 here would I ever survive. Ever win. I think we're gonna be 1 damage shy, right? I mean, I might have 1 more turn to attack with these minions. I don't know, we'll have to do the math. If he doesn't hit my face with the ping, I might have 1 more turn. If he goes for the face ping... He must know this is Leroy, and he must know it's got 8 attacks. So he has to know the math. Like, he must know... Oh my god, wait, did he just leave me lethal? Unbelievable game. Unbelievable game. Why did he ping face? He had to know my exact card. Well, he may not have known Leroy was buffed, but that didn't change the math. I had 3 damage with hero power anyway. Oh my god. I can't believe he didn't ping a minion. I can't believe he pinged face. What was the math on the face ping? I can't see my health total. I went up to 8. He pinged me down to... No, I went up to 11. Wasn't I at like an 11? Yeah, I was at 11. He pinged me down to 8 and I took 5, which put me down to 3 probably.
That deserves
I was going to go to 6.
Awesome Hearthstone.
Thanks, Boo Diddley. And by the way, that was the last game. Did not expect it to take an hour and a half. I think his logic actually made a little bit of sense. He wanted to make sure that he had the fatigue kill set up for the next turn, right? I think his attack actually made a lot of sense if you think about it. I think I was at 11, right? And I took 5 fatigue, because remember I was at 8, and I said if I don't armor up, I'll die to fatigue if he pings me, because it was 5 and 3 were the numbers, right? So I armored up. I went to 11. Okay, I had the pretty big board. He recognized that he wasn't going to be able to resolve my board, okay, because he just had bad cards, whatever he drew, we don't really know. And what he said was, okay, I don't think he's going to be able to kill me because he needs 5 burst damage from hand. He wasn't accounting for the Leroy, whatever. Obviously, if he knew we had a Leroy, that wouldn't have been the play. So he wasn't accounting for the Leroy. He said, okay, so I've got a turn. What that means is I need to make sure my opponent dies to fatigue. Not this turn, but the turn after. And the only way I can assure that is to ping him for face. Because remember, we were keeping up basically even for even with his hero power, with our armor. So his thought was, I'll put him down to 8. He'll fatigue for 5 damage down to 3. He'll armor up to 6. And then no matter what I ping, he'll die to fatigue. But then again, he didn't have to rely on fatigue. He would have had the ping again next turn. So he could have always done 9 damage to us in that final turn. So maybe that's not right. Maybe that's just objectively wrong. Because he had 9 damage no matter what. Like, he didn't have to kill me with the fatigue. He could have also killed me... No, he did, because he doesn't get to ping until after my attacks resolve. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to go back through the math and review his decisions. But regardless, good win for us. I'm not saying Watchman played bad. I think he played fine given his resources and knowledge. Crazy game, though. What a win. We played it to the very end and managed to squeak out a win. That was fun, guys. That was really cool. That's it. I gotta go. It's time for me to call it quits tonight. That said, thanks for watching, everyone. It has been a super fun stream, as always. And we had a ridiculous amount of bits. 10,777 bits. No, excuse me. 10,877 bits, thanks to Boo Diddley. But more importantly, 47 new followers. Oh my god, that's crazy for a night stream. Thanks, guys, to all the new folks who joined. That's a lot of people. That's 50 people. Some ridiculous amount of subs. Minato dropping the gifted subs, like 25 more on top of that. So thank you, everybody. Love you all a very great much indeed. And don't leave yet, because I'm going to find us a raid. We'll find a smaller Hearthstone streamer who needs a little love, needs some follows, needs some kindness. Who shall we raid? Let's raid This one. The title got me. Okay, guys, have fun on this raid. Thanks for hanging out as always. Appreciate you. Check YouTube for more videos, more fun stuff. Maybe this game on a clip we'll see. That's a pretty fun one, so I wouldn't hate to see on a clip. But until then, everyone, thank you so very much for watching. And until next time, game on.